Yeah, sure, how are you? Yeah, and right. Might have got a bit of the sun there whilst I was away. Just a tiny bit. But nothing to see here, everything's fine. You know, the after sun, you just put it in the bath and jump right in. That's what I find.
Jesus.
I know, I think it's fine. I think it suits me, you know. I look like your man, what's his name? That fella. Could you imagine though? My teeth are still white, look. They're well kind of orange. Right. I think it's a very compelling complexion. Yes, I think it's absolutely fine. You know. Hang on, I have a button here to turn this. I'm bad, but not that bad. Right, hang on. There we go. See? Positively not. Although I will say, the lights make me look completely less tanned than I actually am. Well, I say tanned, I mean scalded. Right? Ah, Jesus. But, Asha, how are you? That was a week. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to Friday. What a day to start the week. And, Jesus, there's buttons. Yeah, I'm not as bad. Well, I am as bad. Like, there's lines. Right. And, you know, you remove the watch. This light makes it look terrible bad. Try. Oh, yes, you can. Look. Right? I know. I got scalded. Look. Jay, can you see it? I was that colour when I left. You know. The bright lights don't really help, lads. Oh, I've shagged it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the bright lights don't help. I look kind of half normal. But when you're in the dark and you want, like, I'd reckon I'd fry eggs on my shoulders. The heat. No, you can kind of, it is an awful look. And there's a line around my neck where I had me swimming goggles on, look. Look at that. Bit of shoulder, look. Oh, Jesus. Right. As she said to the bishop, it's like red. Burned red and all the things. So, anyway. Hope you're all keeping terribly well. I've missed you something fierce. When I'm away, it's weird. When I don't get to stream, it's missing something important. But now we're back, and well, what a week to go. We saw the release of the Synaptic and the Inibill's A220. Haven't even flown it yet. Looks terribly impressive. Map servers and all the jazz. And also the Black Square Commander, based of course on Rockwell's Commander, the 114, and loads of things. So we're going to fly in the Commander tonight, and we'll definitely be checking out the A220 next week. I'm very much looking forward to having a blast, right? Where is this now? If this is a wait now, what's red with grey on top? Come out. Right. It'd be grand. I was away to Spain, Espanol, and I went down. We were down in a place, Almería, which is south of Alicante, down past Murcia, and you're kind of in the beautiful mountainous regions. And the hottest day we had was 41 degrees. And then I read 44 degrees in the shade. Hot as look at the arm, look. Tan. Well, it looks like tan. It's burnt. And then oh, did you? Look. No filters. That's the... Right. And as I said, it looks worse with like non-artificial lighting, even though it's real. Right. And I have it... There's all... Those of you who are into your lighting, like those audio files, you have light files. Be careful saying files, but you know what I mean? They've all these like Lumicin or something, or Lumia, tungsten. Yeah, there's a science, you know. But if you know, and I got bitten by a must. I nearly lost my arm. And come here. I put it up and then I took it down again because some devil passed away and I wasn't, you know, a spider. Oh, mother, I'll show you now in a while. But basically, I mean, I used to love Spain. You know, it was grand until this happened. It was called, it was a Spanish branded spider. Yeah, right. They named it, you know. And it wasn't like the Roman Latin names. This was like most recent. Oh, Jesus. So there was all of that. But effectively, over the last week or so, it was a timeout. That was me. And over to Spain and a family over there. Mother of me, Janie. Look, there's things happening. I've missed a week. I don't like missing out. And like, there's things happening. And I'm not here, you know. And now I'm back. And I'm catching up slowly, very slowly. But we'll catch up. That's what we do. Right. Look at this. There's buttons everywhere, lads. You're mad. Absolutely mad. But yeah, so I was with my family down there and hanging out and just chatting. And you wake up in the morning hot. You go for a dip in the pool. And then you cool down. Then you get out because you're like a prune, and then you get hot again. Repeat. And that was very much the day. And, well, most of the evening. It was very nice. Beautiful. Fantastic weather. So the hottest was 41. The coldest was like 28. Positively, Arctic conditions is the 28 degrees. And we got home then this morning. Owl Ryanair. Brilliant, great bunch of lads. On the flight over, we booked, because it's me, the emergency exit aisle row thingy, right? Loads of leg room. I mean, we were like royalty, yeah, right? And that was grand. And although really narrow seats, it's a sign, Murphy, yeah, right? But very narrow. But I got in anyway. And it was like a 3-hour drive down. There was loads of traffic. And then we were, Jesus, there's buttons here at an alarming rate. So then we got down and then we headed back up the road, and we flew into Shannon. We flew from Shannon and back into Shannon. So we got into Shannon at about 1 o'clock this morning. To the lessons, even the pilot came on. He was an Irish pilot. He's like, I'd like to welcome you now to Shannon, where it's cold and lashing rain. We're, brilliant. A round of applause. We're back. Hurrah. Opened the door and it was freezing. There's me in me shorts and me Hawaiian shirt, and, even the Ryanair people going, ooh, the red, and a backpack. And of course, what do they call it? The straps on, oh, mother, really sore, but I got through it now. Thank you for your concern, but I got through it. What was that? My door open. Did you hear it? Jesus, I need to fix my sounds. But we got back in one piece. We got home here to Murph Manor at around the 2 a.m. Didn't wake up Mrs. Two-Tone. No, we did. Total lie. We woke her up to say we're home now, because it was only me and the young fella, you see. And she wasn't very impressed. She had to apply the after sun and to myself, and that's been it, kind of, But anyway, it's great to be back. It's great to see you. I do me, when I'm away as well. I'm the same kind of, Egypt. But it was just great to get away. It's also mad over there. And France, Spain is battling with like extreme high temperatures. There's forest fires all over the place. And we're chatting to different people, they go into these areas. When you hear of forest fires, I imagine you're like me. You're going to think of, well, there's people and then there's property, right? So you're thinking, well, get the people out safe, and then fingers crossed, Jesus. You're thinking, well, once the people are safe and the property is safe, well, that's it, But we tend to forget about the animals, pets, or even livestock. So we're talking to people who actually drove into these areas to feed animals. The owners had long since gone. And I think there's rules in Spain, humans only, yeah, right? So anyone who wants to be a cat, they'd be left behind. Yeah, right. But anyway, so they go into these areas to feed the animals. Anything, cats, dogs, cows, sheep, horses, chickens, turtles, rabbits. I'll keep naming different animals, but you get the idea, right? And that's what they did. And they talked to different, there's like different law enforcement. There's obviously the fire departments. There's other kind of animal health and all this sort of jazz. It's a huge operation, and it's the sheer volume. I think one of the biggest fires started, so we were told, was a telegraph pole next to a motorway or a main road, right? Collapsed, spark, woof. And like we could see where we were, like we're in the mountains, but like you can see smoke on the horizon, and you have choppers flying over. A lot of they weren't Hueys. They're newer than Hueys, but they look like a Huey. They sound like a Huey, but they're not a Huey. They're a lot newer. If anyone knows them machines, helicopters, but they're not Hueys. They are a Bell, right? But they're more modern. I don't know what they are, but anyway, they all have the 412 perhaps. Yeah. And Newies, yeah, the Newies. They have Hueys and Newies. Come on, Muse, man. Brilliant. But they fly the Bambi buckets. And I've watched. There's a great show on YouTube. It's Cal Fire, but they're effectively following Cal Fire and how they get into being a pilot, and it's awesome, right? And there's kind of like this agreement in LA. Like if you have a source of water, even out of your pool, they're going to take it out of your swimming pool. They don't care. They need water, and off they go, right? Spain, there's a lot more kind of bodies of water around the place. But I tell you this much, it was mad, absolutely mad. And far much better value out there. Food is nicer, drinks are nicer, weather's nicer, and everything is better value. You know, we're getting absolutely ripped out of it here in Ireland. Ripped out of it. But that is how the world works, do you know? So, Elric, it was Muse's fault. Yes. He was out. We saw him, sure. You know, he was out there. But, yeah, it was a week of not much, but a lot, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So, last night, I expect to have, you know, a touch of the achoo next week, because on the plane last night with Ryanair, I froze. I was freezing, right? And turned off the little gadget, you know, did nothing. And, yeah, so I got very cold. But now I'm grand. We're back. And it's 16 degrees. It's 16 degrees here in Murph Manor, and it's 23 degrees in the man. I don't even have the aircon on. I have acclimatized to the nicer weather. And, it was lovely, do you know? But yeah, as I say, the lighting doesn't really look like accurate lighting. That's kind of more accurate when, you know, the lights are off. I'm very burnt, but you can't really see it. And the after sun is going on by the bucket. You can see it in my arms, look. Hang on, look. The after sun is there was 3 gadgets of it. You know, there's that fella, there's that fella, and then there's the fella. There's names to them, I'm sure, but I've been using the 3 of those, do you know? And anyway, you lot have been busy. I've been keeping an eye on Discord. I saw the lads had great crack flying around Irish airspace last night. Cyrus T put out a brand new livery for the A220, 2 of them, which I just saw there a few minutes ago. 6 Knots is busy putting out the stuff for Firefly Air, and I can see that you guys have been just enjoying flying, be it the 220 or the 114, and of course with Just Flight, who had their sale on, a number of new aircraft rambled and appeared in your virtual hangars, which is pretty cool. It's great to see. So we're back in action now. So we're streaming tonight as normal, and then we go back to normal next Monday. There might be a stream on Sunday, but we're back to normal on Monday, and A220 will probably fly that one on Tuesday. And what else? It's just going to be busy. We're full steam ahead, flat out now, and BJney, and that's what we're up against. So looking forward to it. So any news? That's me covered. Any news? Anyone got new or, you know, a story to tell us, right? As we all sit around the campfire here this evening and we figure out what's going on. I've some buttons here to play. Where are we now? Sure, listen, you know, it's Friday and all of that. Cheers and sláinte, and happy Friday. Oh, to be Janie. I didn't actually have a pineapple drink over there. They have, they've Monster pineapple and you know, other things, but there was no, like, beverage. Didn't Archers have it? Remember, or was it schnapps? Wasn't that like or peach? Oh, that was peach schnapps. Yeah, there's no pineapple and peach schnapps. Anyway, moving on. Let us see what happens now. No cucumber cocktails meals. No, I was shocked. I was aghast. You know, I nearly fell over. I was so aghast. No, what they call cucumbers. Did you have coconut water? Now, there's one. I heard of coconut milk. And funny enough, the coconut water, coconut, of course, a natural laxative. Well, friends, the water. Don't drink coconut water. Get right. Like a Japanese flag, so it would. But anyway, who's here? Look, CP65, you're very welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Flipper Alloy, welcome back, buddy. Vacuum is in the house. Super Typhon. Jason, you got a bunch of tabs, probably another 50 next week, or we'll be flat out with the news. Although doing my usual kind of, you know, perusing, a quick check-up on the news, it's not mad. At least from what I can see. A couple of cool things coming out, though. But yeah, Super Ty, hope you're well, buddy. Tarnish Mossman is here. Good to see you, bud. Mrs. TPHI. She who's inappropriate and continues to be upside down has rambled into the chat. Good to see you, Mrs. Commander Balosh is here. 20 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're well. Who's this now? Captain Donut. Happy Friday. Flipper Alloy says, I've been working with the Black Square Commander, learning the nuances. We're going to check it out here tonight. I haven't flown it. And, well, it looks gorgeous. Very similar to what we have on the screen beside it, which is the an Arrow 4, the T-tail Piper Arrow. And, yeah, the Commander built in the 70s. And with Black Square, we get 2 variants. We get the normal one, and we also got a turbocharged or turbo normalized version. which I'm very excited to fly. Do you know? But now let me see. Visualize, good to see you, buddy. Idle cut off, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Good to see you, bud. You're very welcome in. Mech Manser is here. APU Inspector. You're very welcome aboard. Who else come into the parlour now? The Limbics. A very good morning. Hope all is well, buddy. Welcome in. Spitfire RAF 100 has rambled into the chat on this Friday evening. Hope all is well, man. You're looking well. You know, is this a... Be Janie then, you know. Twas some crack now in Spain. I don't have a word of... Well, no, I do. I've hola and adios. Por favore. Or por favor. And things like that. But that's about it, you know. But it's some language, isn't it? Jeez, they can speak fast. But very interesting. But yeah, so the whole kind of style of tonight's flight, we're going to start off from Alicante. We're going to be heading kind of southeast or southwest-ish. We're going to head down past Murcia. And then, of course, it's going to be over to the Castile Santi something. Saliente. Now, there's some Spanish. Saliente. We're going to fly over Saliente because it's absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, you're right, Murph. Spanish is some language. Right. Oh, very complex language, you know. But Saliente, we'll probably kind of ramble around Albox, Almería, neck of the woods before we head on down to Almería. And that's where our full stop is going to be. We're also going to be flying with Say Intentions. We have a groupie flight scheduled. So it's in the description below, or ramble over to our Discord. You'll get the information. There's also a flight plan available there as well. So do be sure to check it out. Now, who else come in? Bijani, Olsen, good to see you, buddy. 98 Vulcan is here. Trust you had a great holiday. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was a nice break. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce. And Wolfie, welcome in. Gar Gaming's in the house. Oh, come here. Hello to Galway. Mayo for Sam. Mayo won the All-Ireland. 75 years. It's been 75 years. Mayo won the All-Ireland Senior Football Championship by beating Kerry. I mean, you know, they've been trying it for years. Since 1990 odd. I remember we used to have a school teacher. Get this. His name was Mr. Murphy, right? And, yeah, he was grand, but he was from Mayo, you know. And, yeah, right. But, Jesus, when I think back, Mayo were in the final years ago, and the entire school came out the next day when they lost, and we all just kind of pointed and laughed at him as he walked from his car up to, like, the staff room. Right? Yeah, look at the stadium. Go on, Mayo, you big culchie. Brilliant. We didn't see much of him after that. But anyway, let me see now. Tarnish, hope you're well, buddy. Soaring AJ has rambled aboard. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yuval, good evening. Hope all is well. Who else? Elric is here, subscribing for tier 1 for 9 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Good to see you, bud. Filthy, welcome in. Liptorius, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Hope all is well. Let's have a look here now, look. Home Wrecker checking in from Cork. Good to see you, buddy. Cyrus T, the man of teal, is in the chat. Good to see you, Cyrus. And amazing, amazing work on those liveries. Can't wait to try them out. Malky Mac is here. 17 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Malky, how the devil are you? Hope you're having a good week, buddy, and loving all the on-air flying that you're doing. It's absolutely fantastic. Buttons here now, Murph. We like this one. It's kind of relaxing, and then it gets a bit kind of diddly. Right. Dragon Eye, good to see you. Shunty Mac Shunface is in the chat. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. Mac Vision is here. Just Vig, good to see you. Let's have a look now. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. HH John, happy Friday. Creo, it's a bank holiday weekend. I forgot it. Hang on, we need to celebrate. It's a bank holiday weekend here. It tastes like more. That's the flavour. More? Right, now let's see. Southeast Asia, yes, that is the server. And of course, TTM with our Say Intentions groupie code. That's how you get to fly along tonight. Stu Snape is here. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Three-tone Murphys is visualised. Right. Desperate. Dragon Eye, good to see you, bud. Good stuff out of you. You got the 146 and the Arrow 3 and 4 Turbo. Ooh. Excellent. Gibbo Ireland is in the chat. He says, geez, Murph looks very embarrassed. You know, permanently. Brilliant. Mugan is in the house. Subscribing with Prime for 4 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. I'm afraid of this now. Rumor has it, there's some sort of a small gathering tomorrow in which there will be certain people who might make fun of my face. Jesus, I didn't think this one through. Gibbo, best behaviour now. Right. Anyway, you have your dolly ears. You'll come back burnt as a crisp. Well, you won't. You tan. You see, I don't tan. The young fella, he's tanned. I'm, this Egypt in the red. Lovely tanned skin. I don't have that at all. This will eventually turn into a tan for about a week, and then that's it. Back to pale. It's a nice shade of red. Yeah, it is. It's, especially when you turn your arms, it's like, yeah, he's a bit of a tan. Oh, look at that. No, be God, look, Look, that's like old Murphy. That's the newer people are saying, what's he doing on the... My legs are as white. They didn't change colour at all. Right. Not that sort of stream, but you know what I mean. But anyway, Mugan, thank you very much. Cracker, tier 1 for 9 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're well. Rob Dag is here. Good to see you. Mugan, great to see you. He says, welcome back. The place hasn't been the same without you. Good man yourself, huh? You're in the will, Mugan, don't you worry. Sunjammer's here. So we have a lobster for a streamer today. Or someone with small hat. Sunjammer, it's great to see you, despite, right, Heisenberg. Good to see you, Heisenberg. Hope all is well. Now let's see. Beat the Hokey. Muse fan bursts in the door with his face. He says, how he is, his mad jokes is. Muse, do you know what came up on my YouTube the other day? Muse fan plays whatever it was. You've 3 videos, I think. Playing the L guitar, giving it socks. We need to get you to do more of those. We just need to think of the types of songs. Do you know what I mean? But jeez, they were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I hope you're well, buddy. Happy Friday. Andy, good to see you, bud. Hope all is well. The Impossible Face. We had a P-38 land in... Oh, I saw that. That flew in from Iceland, I think, did it? A P-38. Was he over at Oshkosh? Mr. TPHI, happy Friday, buddy. Hope all is well. Now, who else came into the parlour? An Oblong Life is here. Good to see you. D White is in the house. Welcome aboard. P.S. Miranda. Hello there. Good to see you, buddy. Prime subscription for 38 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Insane support. And you're very kind. Very kind. Where is this now? More buttons, look. The state of them. Wait, Jez, I'm only here, look. Right. Yeah, we're catching up here now, look. He reminds me of a What's It. Do you remember What's... Were they crisps? Yeah, they were, weren't they? I think he has a filter on. What are you talking about? Even the grey is burned. Me hair actually got... Oh, look. Oh, that's terrible. Look. Hang on, why do we do these things? Because we can. Look! Jesus, even the back of the head got scalded. Like, the heat that's emanating from the back of the cranium, like, that's hot to touch. It actually is. That's actually hot to touch. Damn straight it's hot. But no, it is. It's hot to touch. Very hot and very uncomfortable. Sleeping like, well, I don't know. But, did I forget my hat? I wore my hat, but only on some of the days. So I bought one of these UV t-shirts. Like for swimming, right? But I was only to wear in the very hot temperatures. So I wore it on the first day. I was like, yeah, it's grand. And then I just used like factor 1,000 because I'd burn. But yesterday I just used the UV because I said I better not get scalded. And I didn't put on sun cream underneath the UV and I got absolutely scalded. So the damage was done yesterday. All yesterday. Do you know? Now, let me see. Stick Figure, good to see you. The Dameranian is here. Prime for 12 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Indeed, a full year. Because you need an internal heating system. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. I still look pale. Good man, Heisenberg. Brilliant. You look like a cousin from the Blue Man Group, right? Brilliant. Flying Tonight is here. Good to see you. 19 months, bud. We all want a refund. Shag off. Hope you're well, though. Hope you're well. Now, Nighthawk is here. You seem taller after your vacation. Do I? Taller? I'm glad you recognised it. Kanzui. Hello. Good to see you, buddy. Farmer's Tan, yeah. Well, actually don't. It's although it is, hang on, look. 'Tis scalded now. Oh no, 'tis scalded the whole way up. And look at the colour. Look at the tone. Ooh. People pay money for that. That sort of, what do they call it? A fade. Yeah, right. A natural occurring fade. Yes, that's what we have, lads. That's what we have. Who else is here? Angry B, good to see you. Hope all is well. Eamon 1973, welcome aboard. Happy Friday, man. Viper Strike is here, and I hope you're well. Where's this now? Can you do a Mr. Krabs voice? Not quite sure. Proby Pete is here from Arizona. Good to see you, buddy. He goes, we'll be listening in today. We'll join the flight later if I can, and hope all went well on your vacation. It was awesome, and it's great to see you, bud. Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. Rambles in, tier 1 for 6 months. Thank you very much indeed, Goose. Hope you're well, bud. The A220 was VAT-simmed left, right, and centre. Oh yeah, you better believe it was. Free Bro is here, good to see you. It's a grand Friday again. Indeed it is. We're all back together. It's great. Glad you made it back before. Did you see it visualise? Now that was down in Morocco, I think, wasn't it? But like, what in the name of... But anyway, we'll see how we get on. Ox Art is here, good to see you. Also, the Analog Lancer Legacy came out. Oh, the Analog one. Nice. I saw the A2A have... well, they're in beta for theirs. Terribly nice, terribly nice. So yeah, we have a lot of options now. So, where is this now? Forder's having knee surgery. We wish him well. Hello, Kat. Oh, Jesus. Who's she chasing? Huh? She's chasing herself. Right. Bloody cat's gone mad. But anyway, yeah, we wish Forder all the best. Knee surgery, I can't even imagine. I know people who got it done, and it's a bit of a recovery, so we wish them all the best. Where's this now? We're over here, look. DK, subscribing for 4 months, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. What an absolute legend. Legend. Say Intentions are in the chat, of course, and they have gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. That's very kind. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Say Intentions AI, do be sure to say thank you. Incredible support, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. JP Gaming is here. Good to see you. Spider Murph. Yeah. I'm going to show you the picture. Huh? They're all making fun of me sunburn, and it wasn't that bad. Well, it was very bad. What was it like when I got home? The lights, they're not. It's lies. You're a lot redder. I am a lot redder. Can I unfilter that? Can you not show your head? No? I kind of did. Look at the. Jeez, look at it. I can't. Hang on. Jeez, look at it. There's nothing left. The whole shagging thing burnt off. Look at it. Look at Jesus. I know.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
That's what I'm up against. Oh, it's very bad, isn't it? I used to have more hair than that. And you know what makes it worse? Because it's red. Isn't it terrible? Scalded by the heat. I think, who was it? Michael Jackson, sure. Pepsi. That's what it was. Yeah, it's Pepsi. I was doing a Pepsi advert. Yeah, right. Jesus, though, me head. But anyway, that's what you're up against, lads. Wear a hat. You'll find them at flightsimtees.com. That'll absolutely protect your head. Unlike this muppet who decided to... Well, I was swimming. So, you know... I'm sure they're waterproof. But the chlorine, right? But anyway, we're over here. Look, photos by Kev is here. Good evening, one and all. Good to see you, Kev. Hope you're well. Where's this now? Your hair looks whiter. It's not whiter. It's more blonde. Whiter. Homewrecker, I'm telling you, you'd want to be, adjust your television. The colour setting is, put it to warm. Right. Or vivid. Then you get a more accurate coloration of my beautiful blonde hair. Right. That is... It's very sad, isn't it? Jesus. You can't be scaring me like that. Seemingly, there's an ointment you can get. I forget the name. Put down my phone. There's like an ointment you can get. Some sort of gadget, right? And you mix it with some other sort of... It's some ointment anyway. It treats everything. It's like hairspray. It'll fix anything. But you can put that on your cranium, I'd be just afraid of the seepage going inwards. It'll meet fierce resistance, fierce resistance. But anyway, they do. There's buttons everywhere, lads. Right, where are we at? We're over here, look. Jeppesen 2001, the man, myth and legend, has rambled in. What news of the realm? Evening, Murph. Was it warm enough for you in Spain? Were many, what's now, Cruz Campos or San Miguel's downed? Manny San Miguel's, yes. Manny San Miguel. They tasted like, I'll have another one. And yes. But great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. It was just awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right, the hips don't lie. Yeah, thanks, Kev. Yeah, Jesus. Right, Englewood is here. Good to see you. Sir Camsalot, my dude from Augustland. Nua, happy Friday, man. Hope all is well. You didn't bring her. No, the missus was working. She was, she ran out of leave. So my boss, he was dead sound. I was like, I'm putting in for the week's leave. Are you? Yeah, please. Fill out that form. I filled out the form and gave it back to myself, and I passed it for myself. It was brilliant, but it was tough today, though, in the office for 9 o'clock and all this jazz. Yeah, miserable. But it's a love-hate relationship I have with my employer. Me, yeah, right? But yeah, we have to look after them. But anyway, Rob Dag, yeah, it's mad, wasn't it? Got away with it. We missed you too, as say intentions. They've been flat out, and very much looking forward. There was a seminar on earlier on, a webinar earlier on for the Virtual Airline Alliance, and I had a look at it. There's a couple of things. We actually have this up and running already. And we can use a lot of the features from Say Intentions, if you have Say Intentions, when we fly with Firefly Air. To look at the flights, we have our own dispatcher, even our co-pilot, cabin crew, all of that jazz. So we're going to be rolling up the sleeves, right, and getting some custom content in there. So it was very interesting. Chris ran a great webinar earlier on. Bigu is here. Good to see you, bud. Sidious, you're very welcome in. Where is this now? We're also dealing with them up here in the Carragoons. In the Carringorms, right, now, some AT802s and even a 415 and the A400. I saw someone with an A400. Yeah, that looked absolutely deadly. I hope Mr. Two-Tone took advantage of the slappable fresh sunburn as payment for waking her up. She was very gentle. She's very kind. She could have went hatchet, but she didn't. But yes, where's this now? Wet is here. I live in Southern California, and I think I've become desensitized to forest fires. I do worry about the animals, though. Yeah, like there was fires in Ireland down around what's that place? The thing with the down by Feathered. Bad fire, Sleeve something. There was bad owl fires down there, but the Owl Air Corps out giving it socks. Do you know? But anyway, Merv, where's this now? Would you save a spider from the forest fire? Are you mad? But I probably would. Now, let me see. We're catching up. It's your man, Toto2495. Good to see you, buddy. Hello to the missus. Hope all is well. How was your holiday, Bobs? Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can you go for another week? You still haven't finished your chores. Crying out loud. Winkle Gassler, it was 26 degrees with you. No way. Muse is scratching his head and Spark started the fire. Right? Brilliant. It's 37 degrees in SoCal. Yeah, it is warm. Steiny, Frankenstein is in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Starting my two holidays during 2 weeks. Ooh, nice. The Godfriends Taylorcraft releases today. Super Tie, I think it was delayed, was it? I'm almost certain. I saw something where it said it got delayed. Goose says, I updated my internet speed. Oh, good man yourself. CP says, the Blue Angels performing in Seattle this weekend. Nice. Goose, what sort of speed are you getting? And CP, the Blue Angels, that's the F-18s. And the Thunderbirds are the F-16s. Not it? Yeah, that's it. Right, now let me see. Noel Jern, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Where's this now? We're catching up, lads. Iowa Scotsman, good evening. Happy Friday. Energizer. Sure, the tan is so red, I have to be careful to burn in on my monitor. It's shocking bad. Don't sit close to your monitor. You'll feel the heat emanating from my head. But yes, now let me see. Builds Malta. Ooh, Rob MCR, good to see you. Builds Malta. Did they release another one? Let's have a look. Glitch Ghost is here. Welcome in. Objections, you're very welcome aboard. Whack-A-Mo is here. Who else come into the parlour? Jesus Buttons. Angry Jay, welcome in. Good to see you, Jay. Avengers find the Black Square Commander over on the official stream. Yeah, and I'm dying to get this started. But yes, Très bien, merci, agus tá sé goma. Cunis Colin Boher, Caucamilish, Heisenberg. But yes, come as that. Yeah, very good, very good. Now, let me say, there's more, look. Spanish is some language, yeah. Jez, I'm only there, lads. This could be a 3-minute intro. Where is this now? Was that Murcia or Murcia? Yeah, right. Patrick! Sure, how are you, Patrick? Good to see you, bud. Happy Friday, man. How do we say shag off in Spanish? Shag off. See? L, shag off. There we go. Right. If it was French, it'd be le shag off. If it was Spanish, it'd be L. Chagov. Yeah, brilliant. Universal language. Universal. I'm onto something. Now, let me see. Hon Mayo, yeah. Shocking. 75 years, yeah. Matt Kayla's here. As a Mayo man living in Kerry Cork border, I've had a good week, right? Top Gun Glenny, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. Crotty is here. Welcome aboard. Who else now is here? So I say hello to everyone. We don't need to see your legs. I go on out of that. Silver, welcome aboard. The Impossible Face says, I suspect I'm going to learn very quickly about Piper Autopilot this evening. Got the Just Flight Arrow Turbo Arrow bundle. Well, here's one for you. I think it's the altitude hold, the Impossible Face. If you look at your autopilot selector knob switch thingy, right, and you have like heading, nav, yada yada, well, there's actually a hidden button right in the middle at the top. At the 12 o'clock position, it's a hidden click spot. And I'm almost certain that's altitude hold, I think, right? We learn things, you know. At least the strawberry daiquiris will go with your face. I'm in part... Now, listen, I don't mind... I'll drink the mad cocktails so you don't have to. Strawberry daiquiris, they're okay. I had an absolute feed of them one year at a wedding down in Killaloe, Ballina, Killaloe, County Clare. So much so, they asked me to stop drinking them. But I had many strawberry daiquiri. They were fantastic. Summertime, oh Jesus, they were lovely. But anyway, yeah, the Hammy song, yeah, that's the one. Me and the missus are having an absolute blast with Project Airports. Literally, it gets an update, if not several updates every single day, and now there's a new livery creator. I've been keeping an eye on it, Mr. TBHI. Great, you're having fun with it, bud. Yeah, long weekend in Canada as well. Brilliant. There's no hair there to be burned. Listen, shh, it's grand, right? Cyrus, he just downloaded the A220 livery. Incredible job. It's only gorgeous. Come on, Gibbo. Cyrus, you're an absolute legend for that. And yeah, A220 next week, lads. I'm looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. Where's this now? Gives two-tone a whole new meaning. Lieutenant Bob. That's how I got the name in the first place. It's shocking. Did you bring home? I didn't. No, I didn't even bring home a stick of rock. We went down, I had to get perfume for the missus in the airport, and that was about it, you know. But anyway, we're over here. Look, knee surgery is an acquired taste. I could say so, Kev. Yeah, jeez. Flyer10, 38 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, bud. Insane support as always. You need a style like mine. We're getting closer to a Kanzui. I just don't think a baldy head would suit me, you know. Who's this now? To the YouTube chat, is he not looking at the YouTube chat? It would be helpful to know what he's reading. We're over on Twitch as well, you see, Bathtub Pickles. So we're on Twitch and YouTube. So the chats, they're kind of combined, so it just takes a moment to kind of catch up with everything. But don't worry, you're in the same parlour, you know, you're just at the other side of the bar. Yeah, right. That's how that works. But anyway, where's this now? Bald by heat, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Murph, say no more tomorrow. We'll do whatever every good mate should do for another mate. Shave their head and we might record it. You're not shaving my head. Absolutely not. And there's to be no patting me on the back or the shoulders either. I've learned Kung Fu in the last 7 minutes and I'm telling you, he's be in for it. Right. Yeah, just now I've learned it. Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Oh, Jesus. Where's this now? Right. Now, are we there yet? Jesus, look, there's more. Photos by Kev. 10 gifted tier 1 subs to the community. Kev, thank you very much indeed. Lads, if you... That's not a million miles away. Get a good long hard look at that. We can't go bald. They can't go bald. Ooh, yeah, thanks, Gibbo. Jesus, right. Can you not just, you know... I know you're great, Murph, you know... Bit of reassurance. Murph, you look great. No? Well, I tried. If you got a tier 1 sub, and thanks to Photos by Kev, well, do be sure to say thank you, because the man is a legend, but also a legend. I have a 75-inch TV, Murph. Your hair is listen, my hair is whiter. Brilliant. Wait, what? Where is this now? Consort is here. Welcome in. Good to know. Jesus, tuning in from Roscommon. Made the bat. Welcome in. Roscommon, only up the road. I had a week of peace, says Mrs. Two-Tone. A week of peace. She's in the chat, lads. Sit in there now. Stomach in, chest out. Shoulders, only sunburned. Shoulders slightly back because we're burnt. Right. Jesus, the intro is going to run over 2 minutes. What's our time now? Jeez, we better get into it. We have to do flying tonight. Yeah, right. Exo Giant is here. Good to see you. Cornwolf, welcome in. Father's Game, good afternoon. Hope you're well. Stop the press. Murph has changed the channel from Two-Tone Murphy to 50 Shades of Red. Right? Where's this now? Apago. Wait. Apagado. Abigado. Right. Indiana's here. Good to see you. Where is this now? An hour ago, we watched 3 TA-4 Super Skyhawks fly over the house towards Savannah. Ooh. Wife showed you a news report that one of them slid off the end of the runway. Oh, no way. It suits Paddy Dingle, so you'll be grand when you finally lose it all. Listen. Don't even go there, Muse. Don't even go there. As usual, we'll keep into the 5-minute intro. Right. Jesus, now. Also, bathtub pickles from YouTube. There you go. Look, made the bat. What happened? Made the bat to bathtub pickle. I mean, right. Roscommon, I suppose. The weather. It makes total sense now. Where's it now? Comb over is right. Wait, what? Trust me, Murph, it gets worse with age. Oh, Jesus. We don't want to be saying that, lads. Where is this now? The Twitch side of things can be frustrating. What are you talking about? It's great crack in Twitch. We're having all the crack. All the crack is in Twitch. Right. Now, who else is here? Look, there's Bathtub. Good to see you. Shamrock Minimum's welcome in. Anna Crussus is here. Thank you very much. Northland Air. Happy Friday, bud. Who else is here? PDX Tundra, welcome in. Mike Coffey's here. Will C, welcome in. Sean is in the house. Welcome aboard. A man you may know rambles in. Happy Friday. Angels 1-5, good to see you. Zappel is there, welcome in Zappel. Mr. Anderson himself, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. What an absolute legend. Flyboy Dyer, welcome in. Dave JSB, happy Friday, Dave. Who else come in? Surveying is in the house. Steve Savros is here. Elf, you're very welcome aboard. Night Falcon, good to see you, buddy. Kia ora. Who else now? Bijani Symphonatic. My dude, good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. You've been flat out. The things and the hardware and the stuff. Did you ever run out of space? It's a challenge. Now let me see. Who else come into the house? Matt is here. Good to see you, Matt. Kubi Montana. You're very welcome aboard. And let me see here now. Mike Coffey. Good to see you, Mike. Hope all is well. Jimmy Pass is here. Welcome in, Jimmy. Roll Tide, happy Friday. And who's this now? Baltic Aviation. Good to see you. I had a week away in Spain since this intro started, says Steve. Listen. I sub for 6 months and I show up there as though I arrived my first day. Sub for, yeah, but it only does the active subs. It's a Twitch thing. You know what I mean? What can you do? I mean, we don't control these things. We just kind of go on with it. Cyrus is saying yawn. Wait, what? What do you mean, yawn? Shag off, will you? Right, okay, he's given out. We'll press the button, will we? This has been great crack, though, you know. Until... but it's been great crack. Oh, Jesus, I forgot how to do it. No, I don't. Is it? Is it this one? That's the first part. See, look, it looks worse in the dark, doesn't it?
Can I get a refund?
Oh, you're not getting... Shag off, there's no refunds. Right, come over here now, Jacintia. There's some audio. And we'll get our microphone. And we'll do our thing. And you're afraid of the dark. I'm terrified of the dark. Double alerts. Red alert. There's buttons happening at an alarming or alarming rate, rather. Oh, there was buttons. And someone pressed a button. Hang on, we go check it out. Let's see. Mrs. GPHI, 26 months at Flight Crew. Thank you very much indeed, Mrs. Cheers. Is the Commander coming to Marketplace? It will, yes, at some stage. But at the moment, we're just using it here. So this is the brand new Commander 114. You get 2 variants. It's from Black Square. And this is probably one of, or well, I haven't flown it yet, but looking at the reviews, probably one of the most sophisticated general aviation aircraft available in flight simulation. So we're going to give it a blast. We're going to learn about it, right? But before we do that, just a reminder that we get ourselves set up here with Say Intentions. Now, something absolutely deadly about Say Intentions, so they only went off and updated their UI. Did you see it? They only went off and updated all this, and they've upgraded the UI. I think it's version 5, I think they said. Very fancy. So I'll show you what the crack is here. Now, while we're waiting, we're going to bring over Groupie, Janie then, and we're down here somewhere. Ah, yes. So the Spanish
the group.
I got a bad gateway. Oh, Jane, oh, be gob. What's going on here? I've broken the internet. Let's just go back and refresh. Let's see now, lads. Let's not all get too worried about it. Groupie. And then in here. Right. It's all working now again. So tonight we are flying...
Very good evening. November 833 Echo Foxtrot is a Piper Turbo Alu 4, going to be taxiing runway 28 Alicante.
That's very nice of them. Right. But anyway, you can see with the new UI, this is awesome. We'll have a look at the UI in a moment. I just want to make sure we're set up correctly on Groupie. So we're all located here, and this is free, by the way, lads. You can sign up with a demo account, or even if your account has expired, you can still utilize Groupie, which is awesome. It's fair play to say intentions. So we have a number of aircraft here on our schedule, which is all wrong because I've made it wrong, but we get the idea, right? So that's up and running. So we're flying with Groupie, and we're at Alicante Airport. Alicante, it's a huge airport. It's way bigger than what you think. Just looking at it from the outside, it's a massive airport. And yeah, we were having the crack running around there last night. So with the new UI improvements, we now have options down here on the left hand side. And one of my favorite things is this new volume mixer, meaning that we have full control of all the different volumes, be it our mic input, the master volume, we have group chat volume, what goes on in the cockpit, our radios, and your intercom. So you all have these brand new master slider kind of switches, rather than having to kind of delve into another screen. It's right here now on the UI. You can just click it and poof, there she be. This is brilliant, right? Dazza, you're very welcome back. You're just home. It was warm, Dazza, wasn't it? Oh, jeez. Dazza was over that neck of the woods as well. Did you get sunburned, Dazza? No. But anyway, we have a few other bits and bobs. We have links down the bottom that'll take us to the start page, pilot portal, help page, and so on. And that's where we can control, as I said, our volume. When it goes into our cabin announcements, we can select all these and find out what Elise is going to be talking about. And what else do we have? We've operations in here. This is where we can turn on and off our ATC. And we can also mess around then to say, do we want the taxi path on or off? And of course, our pilot presence detection is located in here as well. We can also go into kind of standard stuff with our account and our controls. So it's all more modern, it's faster loading, and I think it looks great. So while I'm over there, I need to ramble into my pilot portal because well, we don't need a cabin crew on this, right? Only purchased this chopper 30 minutes ago. Which one? What you buy? Let's have a look here now, because what I want to do is make sure we don't have a cabin crew turned on. So for this flight, number of things. We can use our ramp, we can talk to ATC, but because it's a groupie flight, we're just going to focus on our groupie or P2P frequency. That's going to be 123.45. So we have now that selected, 12345, and if we give an out blast on this, traffic November 235 Romeo Mike, it's Murph, radio check. And then we listen to hear
5x5.
That was very loud, but 5x5.
5x5.
Ah, brilliant. So there's the lads talking to us in real time. In real time. How cool is that, right? I love it. So, let me see. We're going to get rid of Elise. She was great cracking all, but we don't need her at the moment. Right, next up, quick look into Navigraph to have a look at where we're going. And then it's going to be into the aircraft. As I said, it's a brand new aircraft for me. I have not flown it yet. Haven't even started it. So this is what we need to work on. So we're going to be starting off from Alicante, Lima Echo Alpha Lima. We'll depart from here and we're kind of heading down southwest, just south of Murcia, right? And we're planning a little landing here at Alhama de Murcia, Lima Echo Lima Hotel, right? And that's our first stop. And you can see, what can we tell about this particular airfield? Anyone remember our ATC training? See the way we have this kind of a pattern on a certain side? Anyone know what that is? Interesting, isn't it? Link for the group. Sure, I'll get to that now. Link for groupie. There we go. Yes, it is a designated pattern. So 9 times out of 10, when you're flying at an airport, the traffic pattern, it's a left-hand pattern. So when you take off, you turn left again, you turn left again, then left again, and then you land. That's standard, right? However, some airports have designated directions. So for example, if we were flying off runway 8, yeah, the pattern is to our right. These are right turns. If we're taking off 26, it's a left-hand pattern. Now, any ideas why they want to keep all of this airfield traffic to the south? Any ideas? Well, 2 things. 1, you have high terrain on the right-hand side, but 2, you also have 2 massive airports up here. Now, San Javier down here, this is more military, but that's why they want to keep this. They keep the traffic down a bit. So terrain, noise abatement, all this kind of stuff. So again, Navigraph is great to see where that is on your chart to get an idea. So that's where we're going to be making our first stop. From there, we're going to then fly over a place called Lorca. Now, Lorca, I don't think there's anything in the sim in terms of POIs, but there is an old castle here, Castle of Lorca. And the motorway actually goes through the mountain. You literally drive under this castle. It is incredible looking. And there's one of these fancy hotels. I forget the name of it, but there's a hotel up here. But anyway, we were up there. It was awesome. And from there, we then head all the way over to Saliente. Now, Saliente, it's a church. It's it's a church in a mountain, or on a mountain, in just a beautiful part of the world. So I want to land, or I want to fly over here. There is a bit of a, that's the car park leading in. I mean, you could get the plane in, right, depending on how well it is in the sim, but we're definitely going to fly over it. And all this region here, see the road? When you're looking at maps, when you see roads like this, always a great indicator that there's very high terrain all over the shop, because sure, the road is following the contours. Roads don't go up like that. You know what I mean? So that's where we're going to be flying over. From there, we'll probably ramble around kind of Albox, Arbaleus, right? We'll hang loose around here. Beautiful mountains. There's a mountain up around here. It's high up. It's just shy of 10,000 feet. And from there, we're going to ramble all the way down. Look out for a couple of visual reference points, and it's down into Almería Airport. Lima Echo Alpha Mike, which is right down on the coast, right by the seaside. There's a beautiful town then. Big stadium out here as well. It's a beautiful part of the world. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Oh, Captain Sickbag, thank you very much indeed. 64 months. Cheers, buddy. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Is the Bray Air show on tomorrow, by the way, lads? Is it tomorrow? I think it is. But anyway, that's the crack of it, right? Now, in the real world, fires, most of the fires are up around Valencia at the moment. But there was some down here by kind of Garucha. There's forest fires, or just fires all over the shop in Spain at the moment. But I think the worst of them is they're up around kind of Valencia and Madrid. Now, they say they're all under control despite the heat waves that they had. As I said, 41 degrees, and it's to be 40 odd degrees next week as well. But we flew into Alicante, we drove down this way, and of course Saliente, and we're in and around this neck of the woods here. You know, you've Albox, Almería, Herculovera, Garucha, of course, Zerhena. Really, really beautiful, beautiful places. If you ever get the chance to go down, this is kind of this part of Spain. It's kind of in the spaghetti western territory. You know, the spaghetti westerns, they were all done down this neck of the woods, because when you look at the scenery, you might as well be in the United States. It's very similar, right? So it's absolutely class. So we'll keep that map over there for the moment, and let's see here now. So our groupie link has gone into the chat. Now it's all about the commander, the aircraft, right? So what we have here, it's a single engine, retractable landing gear, and you'll notice that she has a high tail. Not necessarily a T-tail, but certainly a higher tail. This is a beautiful looking airplane. Very similar to that of the Piper Arrow series, and not a million miles off something like a Comanche in terms of its power, right? But what we do get the aircraft, there's buttons everywhere. There's new features here from Black Square as well, right? Sarah Doman, co-pilot, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. You're very kind. What we have at this, there are new features here from Black Square. Now, you may have seen this kind of stuff before. We saw this on the last aircraft. When it comes to the kind of imperfections in the paintwork, I hope you can see that clearly. Do you see how like the little cracks and stuff, which naturally occurs with aircraft, right? With the paint and all this wear and tear. These aren't a new airplane. They were built in the 70s. Quite a number were built, and the two variants we get, one is the normal aspirated, and then we have the aftermarket turbocharged version, right? It's very, very good though. UV sunbait proper paint now. Yeah, isn't that awesome, right? Care85 is here. Good to see you, buddy. So we can see that straight away from the visuals. This is definitely a step up from Black Square. Black Square always made beautiful looking aircraft, but you could say they were more than acceptable. They were better than acceptable. They were very, very good. This one, though, is, I think, kind of a cut above. There's far more detail going on here from the modelling and the texture work. You know, from my initial look around this airplane, this to me is a massive step up from Black Square. And that's saying something, because I've always been delighted about the quality of their aircraft. But I think this one, on the visuals alone, it definitely looks like a step up in the right direction. There's also features now when it comes to the avionics, and there's also state saving, and it's not kind of, you know, generic state saving. There's full state saving. Avionics systems, radios, of course, and critical engine components. It remembers them between flights assigned to a livery, which is great. Talking about the avionics, it also has the first working storm scope inside of Microsoft Flight Sim. Basically how it is, it'll detect where lightning strikes in the sim, and it paints it on a small little radar screen. That's all included with this aeroplane, right? As my name tag just disappeared off the back, but I think it does that with model matching. But anyway, another couple of features that we see, there's also courtesy lighting that Rockwell put into the aircraft. You have this step light, you push it on, and it usually worked off a timer to allow you to get in and out of the plane. It's just a small little button, turns on a little spotlight, and they're modelled and they work on this aircraft as well. This is where you're getting into kind of the nitty gritty. Also, if you look along the fuselage, there are imperfections in the actual frame, on the body of the aircraft as well. Dints and little bumps and bruises over time, they're modelled. You can kind of see that on the reflections and the shine. These imperfections that are there, which is absolutely incredible. And then we have this gorgeous tail assembly. I think it's just gorgeous. And again, the advantages, you have a number of advantages of having this stabilizer or elevator raised above the prop wash. It's far less turbulent, but also ideal then if you're flying in kind of, you know, well, anywhere, but like especially kind of, you know, dusty terrain, desert terrain, this kind of stuff. Apart from keeping the aircraft clean, it keeps the airflow clean, right? And of course, slightly higher, you're not dealing with the prop wash. Prop wash itself induces its own yaw effect, air, drag. It cleans a lot of that up.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
So, yeah, pretty cool. Our normal kind of stuff here when it comes to our remove before flight, you have the 2024 walk around mode, click on the gadgets and away you go. Or you can, you know, you can control everything from the EFB inside. We also have cowl flaps. Cowl flaps then, which
just
are located...
a heads up, Tay-Day, just join the group.
Cool. Cowl flaps on either side to help with engine cooling. And we can control them from inside in the cockpit. So, yeah, I mean, look at what I'm looking at here is, well, this is my first look at it in the sim. So, you know, it's absolutely exceptional looking. Exceptional. So, inside the cockpit, now time of day, we might drag this back a little bit. I'm going to set this to... I don't know. Let's call it...
Just a heads up, Yuval 14 just joined the group.
Good man, Yuval. We're going to set it to about 1855 local, right? 1855 local, right? Now, I wonder, can we turn your one down straight away?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not sure. Group chat. Murphy, the radio check. I wonder will that work.
Eardrums have you 6x5?
6x5, right. So we need to watch that. Mic input volume. That could be too loud. So I'm just...
Newsflash, Yuval 14 just joined the group.
So we need to... Oh, we have a little settings here. Default, manually use. Oh, look at that. So we have more options here as well. All right, okay. Cockpits. I'm trying to think, is there another button for your one to say who's joining? You know what I mean? But anyway, it's not important. We'll leave that running because we're going to be using that. So quick check in and around the aircraft itself. It's a very kind of... It's a very Comanche style cockpit. You know, when you're looking around it, you're thinking the layout, you know, where everything is. It's very similar to what Piper did with the Comanche, looking around. But the detail in here is every bit as nice as what we saw on the outside. There's little fingerprints on the dials. You can tap the glass. And you can see the instruments move in that, right? So they all work, which is class to see. And as I said, we have a number of stuff. We have this brand new storm scope down here. This is brand new, right? So we're going to get to play with that. So familiarization, we have our standard 6-pack. We also have, let me see here now. This is ground speed, track, So an MC60, need to learn what this is, right? We have cabin temperature, an engine monitor. So we have these sensors built into the aircraft. In particular, when it comes to cabin temperature, Black Square have this environmental simulation going on as well. Freddie said, I own the 112 version for 30 years. Oh, nice. Nice. Sprockets, welcome in. JB Alberta, welcome in. We're on the Southeast Asian server with Microsoft, and we're using Say Intentions, the code TTM with Say Intentions. It's a unique ILS system. Sweet. Okay, I need to learn that one. What else do we have here now? ILS frequencies. That looks to be part of it. This looks like some sort of... Oh, that's our autopilot, right? VS heading nav, reverse course up and down. Battery, storm scope. Remove the control lock. Down here is going to be important. We see our amp meter, voltage, left and right fuel tanks, right? Cylinder head temperature, oil pressure and temperature. And then we have our trim indicator for our nose rudder trim. Lovely. Moving across, we have our static source, right? Grand. We have our exhaust gas temperature needle, which we should be able to adjust, which we can. We have our environmental settings, cabin, heat, vent, and defrost. Avionics master switch. Circuit breakers, which of course it's a Black Square aircraft. They're going to be modelled. I mean, look at the detail on the friggin' pedals, look. All the hydraulic lines, like the detail is mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Let me see, we have headphone jacks here, headphone and mic. This is part of their environmental. These are vents. Right? Your control lock. That's where that lives when you disconnect it. USB interface, so this is quite modern. We have a DME here. What else do we have? We have... Is that like a... Is that an ADF? Let me see. It is an ADF. So there's an ADF. We have a DME beneath it. They're pretty cool looking. This, of course, is quite new. Radial distance. This is RNAV stuff, right? Emergency locator, arms. That's your transmitter, your ELT. We have our CO2 guard, which works. Plate speeds. This is absolutely fantastic. Nav, GPS servos. So this is your autopilot. Then we can see our baro settings, altitude select, and vertical speed. Sweet. And then this is where we can operate our EDM 800 because we can go by EGT or we can go by fuel flow, right? But yeah, CO, not CO2. CO, beg your pardon, CO. Carbon dioxide. What do we have? This is very familiar on the likes of the Comanche. So we'll have RPM and fuel flow, RPM standard in hundredths. So yeah, we got some nice stuff here. Nose rudder. Oh yeah, rudder trim. What else do we have here now? We have our increased friction, right? We have our cowl flaps. They work. So there's our cowl flaps. We'll be starting this. That was weird. We'll be starting the aircraft. Parking brake is already set. Mixture, prop. So we'll open the prop. We have our elevator trim, and we can see where we are. Fuel tank selector. Now to turn that off, how does one turn off the fuel? Push tab down to select off. Nice. So you can see the idea. You can't accidentally turn off the fuel tank without pressing that tab. Got a nice armrest here. Avionic or headphone simulation is there, and depending on the headphones that we have, I don't know, can we go like noise cancelling? We'll figure that one out in a bit. Tablet is next. There's sound bugs coming in. Did you hear it? Murph said if it doesn't read this message out loud, I get mod powers. If I don't, wait. Murph said if he doesn't read this message out loud, Kanzui, good to see you. Murph missing the...
Murph said just read.
What was that? Murph missing the good parts of the chat.
Murph said just read.
That's very loud. Where's that coming from?
Murph said just read.
Flying tonight, you have a hot mic. Jesus.
Murph said just read.
Did you hear it? It was very loud. Why that message? You missed all the good ones. It seems like saturation on your camera is off. You look like a tomato that's been out in the fridge. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, thanks, lads. Right. Let me see. Lenny's here. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. See you a lot now. Cyrus, friggin' Muse, Mr. TPHI, Stu, Lenny, Homewrecker, the Limbo. You're all at it now. You can all check off. You're all at it. Malky as well. You'll find a way to turn off the fuel without a tab. Me, probably. Yes. Yes. Probably. Heisenberg, these are all at it. Right. Oh, look. Yeah, you see, the vertical cameras are better. Look. Look at the redness now. Beat the Janie. Look, I'll show you how bad it is. See the tan line? Shocking. Are we going to get the plane off the ground? Did you relax, will you? What's your panic? Jesus. We'll take our time. We're learning things. You take off. We'll catch you later. Yeah, right. Anyway, what have I to do here? Oh, yeah. Right. Wheel chocks. Pitot covers, engine covers. Good luck and thanks. Fuel, 28 and a 33. So we're somewhat balanced, right?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Might put 40 pounds in the back, right? That's not a tan. What are you talking about? Rookie pilot, thank you very much indeed. 49 months, buddy. Cheers. Tempo Lizard, welcome in. Nice chap, Flap Smurf. Wait, Flap, who? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Right, now, let me see. Engine. So what do we have? Cylinder, clean the cylinders, clean the plugs, repair the starter, recharge the battery. This is airflow in, airflow out. Cowl flap, ambient air. Okay. 6 cylinders. We can see our spark plugs in here as well.
Good buddy.
Hit the chain. Do you hear the... I'm getting weird sounds every now and again. Zard, thank you very much indeed. As a certified ginger, I can relate and commiserate. But will
10-4, good
I
buddy.
let up? Don't be stupid. Indeed, don't be stupid.
Newsflash, a socks giant just joined the group.
She's very loud and I can't turn her down. How do we fix that? Jesus. Right. Surely there's a button I can turn that down. No? It's like the overall announcement thingy. Overall volume, but that brings everything down. So I don't know how we bring that down. Intercom? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, not important right now. What is important is we have an oil pump. Now, does that go on beforehand? We'll find out. Electrical systems, everything's off. This is new. This is your hydraulics. And this actually, for the first time, it goes through the, whatchamacallit, the landing gear, which is absolutely brilliant. We've never seen this simulation before. And it's a simulation of your hydraulic power, which is absolutely brilliant, right? So, what else do we have then? Cabin. So, yeah, it's hot as balls in it. 60 degrees. That's really bad. So we need to... oh, yeah, we better get going now, right? So, we can open a window, I suppose, but we'll see. To get this machine into action, prop goes full, mixture rich, open the prop, right? Landing gear is in the down position, parking brake is on, and we'll come down here to our battery and our alternator. Great sounds out of this. Great sounds. What else do we want to do? We need to get some external lighting. Anti-collision, because I don't think we have a beacon. Fuel pump, nav light, come on. There's our flap switch. That's all grand. Alternate air, right? Fuel pump, we stick it on. And what we're looking for here is fuel flow. Fuel flow is starting to rise. We can see it.
Oh,
Fuel pump off. And now it's going to be a start on this machine just to see what happens. Are we ready? There's a big giant plane in front of me. Open the window. Stick the keys in. I love the animation. Right, left, both. Clear prop.
Piper 3 Echo Foxtrot on Charlie 2, just double checking that we're not blowing anyone's eardrums out.
You're quite okay, thanks. Sticky rice.
Hot
good to
off
see
the
you.
press, Jim B just joined the group.
Yeah, we need to...
Splendid.
We need to... Silence! We need to silence her. She's very loud. Be the Janie. Anyway, turn it down there. Right, let's go for a start. Are we ready, sports fans? Well, now, that sounded absolutely gorgeous. Close the window. I thought we were moving, but it's old mate in front of us. Right, good start in the engine. Oil pressure's coming up. Oil temperature's going to be cold. Cylinder head's going to be cold. And we just watch our RPMs. So we're going to ease out some of our mixture on the
Newsflash,
ground.
Jim B just joined the group.
Easy now. Keep our RPM at around 1,000 or so, right? Still having a hard time getting used to your new microphone. Are you? My microphone. Uh-oh. Hey, Chunky's here. I lost 10 pounds of water flying the Arrow in Florida yesterday. What? Jesus. Good to see you, buddy. Right, we continue on with our checks. So we're going to go with our pitch trim that we need off of the autopilot. We're going to turn on the avionics master switch.
Can I
We're
do
going to
the
need that.
refund?
And we need to get our cabin vent open. We don't need heat. Cabin vent needs to be open. Now, I'm unsure. Do we have Get some lights on. Do we have an air conditioning unit in here? Let's check. Here's our tablet. Let's see here. Show hide vintage. So there are instruments. Payload. Don't see anything there. Engine. Everything's running nicely. Engine condition is 100%. Let me see now. Hydraulics. So they seem to be okay. None that I can see here that's off. The turbo has. Center console. So is it here? We'll see what that does to our temperature here now in a moment, right? I'm not sure that's alternate air because we have a button down here for alternate air. It's between the seats. So on this aircraft, cabin temperature is 54 degrees. Mother of Janie. On this aircraft, we don't seem to have AC built in. It's cool how you can change the dash layout. Yeah, Zara, this is so good. Hey, Quokka, good to see it. Right, okay, we'll figure out what this does. 53 at the moment. It is dropping. So let's have a look here. So we have GPS control warning. That's okay. Now we can see 13.2 on the battery. We're going to look for EGT. There's our fuel flow. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on with EGT. We also have an analog EGT over here, so that's fine. Fuel is okay. Amps. Now that doesn't seem to be... So if it's slightly below, that should indicate it's charging. I always thought if it was slightly above, it's recharging. Maybe someone can correct me on that. Usually if the... We'll see if that goes back to kind of the neutral, but I would have thought that was it, right? Now, mode. So autopilot says it's ready, right? Our storm scope, it's on. Bring the brightness up a little bit. Not that we're going to need this today. We can check our range as well, right? So we're finished with the tablet. We're not worried about ILS just yet. Flap indicator we can see. Jesus, there's buttons. No, tomorrow, you could have done all this before the stream. I could have, but sure, when I do this stuff, I stream. Stu Snape, the absolute legend. 10 gifted tier 1 subs. Stu, thank you very much indeed. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Stu Snape, do be sure to say thank you. What's the autopilot settings? Standard enough. Heading, nav, reverse course, vertical speed, and altitude hold. So we have a couple of options there.
Hello there.
We'll play with those in a minute. We're going to reset our barrow, reset our direction indicator. And we'll get our heading bugged, right? And from here, it's pretty much just horsing our flight plan, right? Now, can we do this directly from Navigraph? That, my friends, is the question, isn't it? Flight plan. So, menu. It's import from file. Yes. Might take a few seconds. I wonder where this... no, that's not it. There's another way to do this, isn't there? Doesn't it come in this way? Navigraph. Don't tell me I don't have Navigraph in there. I do. Loading Navigraph charts. This may or may not work, but it should, right? Oceanic tracks, yeah, that's grand. So we'll go to our flight here. We're going to go export when she loads.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Let's see what happens. One Foxy Bingo Gav. Thank you very much indeed for 12 months, buddy. Cheers. It's the last sub for a while. Gone and ordered a 5080 and a new PSU. Be Janey then, Stu. Stu, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Insane support, buddy. Insane.
I put the car in.
Jeez, there's more of it. Kieran Niall. Kieran, thank you very, very much indeed. Kieran with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. These are nuts. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Kieran, do be sure to say thank you. Incredible, incredible support. I think this is after breaking me flight. This is all just taking a moment. I think she froze, lads. Bloody hell. Flight plan, import, menu, select. No, you can do it directly through Navigraph, but this appears to have shagged itself. Look. Give it a second, it might come back. It might come back. I hope it comes back. It came back, look. Look at the delay there. Bloody hell. Right. Export. Load into ATC flight plan. Huzzah! It worked. I'm a genius. Right, so we've imported that directly into our GTN 750. Right, we're bringing our terrain up in here now. So we have our full flight with all our waypoints. Absolutely deadly. Right, so that works well. We are going to blast off here from runway 10. So we'll give a shout. Alicante traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike. We're going to be taxiing to runway 10 Alicante. Twitch has taken a hand at me. Wait, telling me that I'm only one stream away from 2 stream streak. No way. No way. It's the PMS version. Vinyl. PMS version. Right, we're looking good, lads. Transponder is on. All here is good. Taxi lights, instrument lights we want on here as well. Landing lights, so we don't have a taxi light, so landing lights comes on. Flaps, we'll mess with those in a moment. And everything else I think looks good. So we're going to come off the brakes. Brakes off, bit of power. And we're currently at 41 degrees. Jesus, the good news is our temperature's going in the right direction, right? And once we get airborne, that'll help things very, very well. All right. So we seem to be good. Winkle Gassler, 33 months. Cheers, buddy. You're very kind. We'll get there eventually, lads. You know, I'm like Ryanair. You know, we'll eventually get there. Have I these buttons working? Oh, it sounds very good, doesn't it? Well, jeez, it does. It sounds excellent.
789 Tango back into runway 10. Traffic.
Okay, so we got aircraft taxiing ahead of us. And let's see what happens here. Open the window, that'll cool things down, maybe. Now a treasure train. I could have saved 35% if I waited. What is it? A treasure thing? Oh, look, it is! You started something mad on Twitch with 35% off 5 or more gifted subs. These are a mad bunch. Jesus, there's more of it. Oh, look, there's a stagger wing.
Alicante traffic, Raven flight 82, taxiing.
Do you see the stagger wing? AZ Blue Line in with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Dude, what an absolute legend. Thank you very, very much indeed. Look at that, lads. You just kicked off a gadget that subs are now 35% off if you grab 5 of them. Yes, they're absolutely nuts. Who's in charge? Jesus. Right. The good news is, you know, we're doing a thing. But it's 38 degrees in here. Well, that makes it lovely and calm. Should we open these? Right, we'll open this and see what happens. There's planes everywhere. Fear not, friends. It'll be grand. Is it a tricycle gear on the stagger wing? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Alright.
Hot off the press, Pequeño just joined the group.
Pequeño, and I keep calling him PQ. Oh no, Pequeño. You're at 37 degrees. Interesting. Now, flaps is going to be the next thing.
Paper for Echo Fox, change of plans.
This-
Taxing runway 10 via Charlie 1, Bravo, Alpha 2. Alicante.
Mad the Bat. You've fallen over, you big idiot. Straighten it up there fairly lively, will you? Das Pub, Taz, you're very, very kind, dude. Das Pub in with 5 gifted tier 1 subs, along with AZ Blue Line. Lads, if you got a gifted tier 1 sub, but thanks to the 2 lads, do be sure to say thank you. In a box, man, good to see you. Right, we'll ramble over here. What's this? Alpha 4. Alicante traffic. November 235 Romeo Mike. We're entering the runway 10 at Alpha 4, and it's going to be a departure to the south, Alicante. It's a default airport. Up the hill. Easy now. Murph's going to let AI tell them how to say her
Newsflash,
names.
Captain Cocktail just joined the group.
She gets louder. She needs to... Strobes on. And our flaps are set for 10 degrees. Right? It looks like a Comanche. TJ Turner, it's very similar, I think, cockpit-wise. Very similar to the Comanche. We're getting all sorts of performance here. Jesus, there's more of it. Kieran, 5 more gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very much indeed. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub, thanks to Kieran, do be sure to say thank you. Now, mixture full rich. We could do a run-up, but let's pretend we did.
Hello there.
You're right. Max, thank you for the follow.
9,500 feet.
Alright, we have RAS working. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. Oh, she likes to move this one. Here's 60. There's 80. Oopsie daisy. Oh, gorgeous. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. Apart from the stuttery mess, it's absolutely gorgeous. Watch your speed. About 1,000. Flaps in. Now let's ease off some of this power, lads. We don't need to go particularly high.
Alicante traffic, British 789 above the line out 1110. Departure to the south. Traffic.
Okay, we're still running a high temperature inside. We're at 36 at the moment. That'll start cooling down now, good-o, as we keep doing what we're doing. So we're going to circle around the field. The plane is a rocket. Yeah, this is beautiful, lads, isn't it? Isn't that it? Like, it's gorgeous. This is a beautiful airplane. First takeoff, first time flying. Looking at me temps and pressures. Apart from the environmental stuff, which we're cooking, everything else looks pretty decent. We don't need to.
Alicante traffic from off at
Don't need to worry about
taking off runway 10 departure
mixture until about 3,000 feet or so. Absolutely love using say intentions, but I've experienced some audio microphone problems with it. It acts like there's a setting I've got wrong. Let us know, Mr. Anderson. We can go through the settings together. Alright, so we're coming up on 1,500 feet. Out over the coast, right? We'll probably do a left-hand pattern here just to fly around, give everyone the chance to get out. Oh man, this thing handles really nicely, look. Oh, beautiful. Alright, left turn
Just a
coming
heads
in.
up, name pending 197, just joined the group.
Yeah, she's very loud. We need to turn her down. Right, autopilot options. Let's stick on heading. She's following the flight director. Vertical speed. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should hold 500 feet per minute. It does. And altitude select. We could do it over here if we wanted to. Let me see. Altitude select by 1,000. So if we say, I don't know, 3,000 feet, right? We'll worry what that does. Bit of photogrammetry loading in. We'll go another left-hand turn. We'll bring this one all the way over to about 270 degrees, guys. Temps, pressures, everything here is looking good. That amp meter still shows negative. I need to double check that. RPM is looking good. Mixture, until we get to about 3,000, everything should be good. Fuel pump, unsure do we need it on for takeoff and landing, but it's very, very nice. Flew from Chicago to Dublin starting at 2 a.m. No way. Then you went to Toronto. Ooh. Is that not 30,000 you dialed in? Negative. So you have altitude by 1,000, so 3.0. So it's 3.5 would be 3,500. Yeah. So we're doing about 120 knots. Manifold pressure 20. I mean, we got some room in this. It is very hot outside, so temperature is at 31. I wonder what the engine is doing. Let's have a look. Mags are working just fine. Jesus, you can see the amps and voltage, look. Spark plugs are doing spark plug things. And usually the case in a simulation like this, the cylinders closer to the propeller tend to be a little bit cooler because your airflow is hitting those first. So you'd always have a small deviation of degrees between them, right? Now we can see that the tanks are being fed, the pump is moving. Now we can also turn on our electric fuel pump over here. Not that we need it, but you can now see that turned on. So it'll give us slightly more fuel flow. Slightly, right? Absolutely class though. Alright, so far so good. Airport's out there to a left-hand side. Bit of photogrammetry loading in. That's why we're getting a little bit bumpy. The aircraft is now going to self-level at 3,000 because we put in our altitude select, right? And from here, we're just going to do a small course correction, right? Let's call this one now 240 degrees. Manifold pressure is good. Engine temperature is good. And we can probably start closing in the cowl flaps at this stage. This will reduce some of the drag on the aircraft, and we should see our speed starting to come up here a little bit. I'd say we should cruise at about 135. We're just hitting 130 at the moment, right? As I said, nothing on the storm scope, and the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is our amp meter. Why that's reading, it's still reading 0. Now, that could be the case because she's recharging, but I always thought it was a +1 recharging. You know. But I could be wrong.
Hey everyone, Jim B. Just joined the group.
Interesting. Okay, and we'll do our last course correction down there towards Cyrus. This is going to be a heading of about 220, so we'll come down about 210 to intercept that magenta line. In fact, we'll go more. We'll go 180 degrees, and from here I want to arm nav mode. So this is armed, and then it should take over itself, I think. It should do, right? Or if you need to keep an eye on the gyro drift on this as well. Yeah, so let's have a look. We're allocating south with south. It's off ever so slightly already. Gyro drift in the real world, it's a couple of degrees every few minutes. So yeah, we want to keep an eye on that. If we're looking here at EGT, we can also look at the fuel flow, 8.1. 3 hours of endurance maybe. And if we look at EGT over here, we're now at 3000, so we can look at just taking out a little bit of mixture, right? And what we're looking for here is more efficient fuel burn without cooking the exhaust. So we can see our fuel flow dropping here, but we also want to maintain engine power. So we keep an ear out for the engine, the RPM, and also our EGT. So this is called leaning. So that's going to be roughly there, we say. That's our limit. That's giving us about 13 gallons an hour. I'm sure we can get this down a little bit lower. Nav mode has now taken over. As we leave Alicante, looking out the window, this looks absolutely gorgeous. There's Cyrus ahead of us. Still getting the odd stutter, but let's see what happens. Yeah, we do have a lean finder on this as well, right? Lean rich. So this is going to lean us rich of peak, right? We can kind of do this ourselves. Ease out that mixture. Watch the EGT. Fuel flow is now dropping below 12. See the RPM dancing a little bit? That's when we know we've gone too far. Oh, that's very efficient. Look at that. It's about like 9. Alright. So if we now adjust this little red guy. So you basically bring it to its peak and then back a smidgen. Because otherwise you're going to run the engine rough, right? Now I think 10 litres or 10 gallons an hour, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. It sounds absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to press some buttons. We're doing one of these. Right, lads, if you're currently flying along with us, if you're on a console, press 1. PC, it's number 2. If you're flying with us using Say Intentions, it's number 3. And if you're delighted it's Friday and sure, listen, isn't it only great crack, will you press number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. All right, all right. 25 in PC, 4 in the console. We got 9 with groupie. Excellent. So the sounds of this machine, right? Do you hear how it changes? So this one was done by Boris AudioWorks. It's not amazing how the sound changes, and it's also a feature of the aircraft. They've added in that simulation. Do you know, Pyrotech, good to see you. Patrick Doyle, good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Layered sounds, yeah. Layers. It's pretty awesome, though. Now, we're running our air conditioning unit. We're 25 degrees. And if you listen carefully, when you open up the vents, and planes fly through you, when you open up the vents, you can actually hear that airflow come in, which is savage altogether. You can actually hear it, right? Which is great. The internet missed you. Naughty Gnome, good to see you, bud. Welcome in. So, as we're kind of booting it now, I mean, look what we got our airspeed up to. Just under 140. And considering our power settings and also our fuel flow, this is pretty good, right? We're about 2,500 on our RPM, 25 inches of manifold pressure. We're pretty much leaned out. Probably go another smidgen. Engine temperature is good. We got our cylinder head oil temperature is grand. Our pressure is good. Fuel pressure down here is good, right? We got our Hobbs meter in there. What else can we play with? We've DME stuff, but we also have lights in our circuit breakers, look. We've DME stuff for an ADF, so let's look for a waypoint here, right? So if we were to bring up Navigraph, right? And let's look for nav aid. So if we go into our layers, we can turn on all the gadgets and we can find ourselves a nav aid. So there's one up here, look. So we have Murcia, 116.6. There's a TAC on there.
Hello, everyone. Tate A has just joined the group.
So let me see, 116.6. Now the best way to do this one would be nav radio. So 116.6, 116.6 transfer. And now we're getting our bearing and also the range. So this is, our DME is working perfectly well here, right? I've clearly missed something on the turbo arrow. Why is the auto external off light flashing? I'm not quite sure. Captain Charlie, we're flying in Spain, buddy. Spain. Close alternate air. That's for the engine, not for the cockpit. Is that alternate air there? I thought I saw alternate air somewhere else, no? Is that an ashtray? It is. Instrument source, right. I thought there's standby vacuum. That's not it. Emergency landing gear. So this is our alternate air. Alright. Now, what that was doing to the engine, anyone's guess. Ambient air, alternate air. Right, okay. Now, is that going to affect our fuel burn? Shouldn't. Yeah, I think I confused myself earlier because look, we have this one here, our static. It can either be alternate or normal. But this one is literally your alternate air for the for your intake. That's interesting. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alternate air mightn't be filtered. Yeah. Alright, okay, well, we're running well. 24 degrees inside the cabin. That's very comfortable. And where we're flying to now, what are we? We're 15 miles out of kind of Murcia neck of the woods. Is there another nav aid down here? No. More VOR stuff. Now, if there was an ADF we could find, wouldn't that be brilliant? But I don't think we have one. There's a VOR at Murcia itself. Lima Echo Mike, India. So that's going to be 11485. So let's do 11485. 11485. That's more accurate. 64 miles out, right? And again, I don't have an ADF out here, so we'll see, right? Gamer Guy says, so I was flying the turbo version of this plane, and on the tablet I got a grayed out engine section. How do I fix it? I'm not sure. Carb heat is off to manifold. Wait, what? Carb heat. Carburetor heat. I didn't actually see carb heat on this. Like, in terms of de-icing, we don't have de-icing. There's no boots or anti-ice. So we wouldn't be rated for... there's Kanzui in a chopper. We wouldn't be rated for flying in ice. You know? Yeah, Tundra, isn't it mad, the scenery? And as I said, like, it's this kind of region. I mean, look at the scenery here, lads. This is gorgeous. Like, Murcia is out over to the right-hand side. And then, like, just look at all of this. This is superb. Now, I think there was one or two small fires over this neck of the woods, but certainly back up the road up towards kind of Valencia, and then also over towards Madrid. There was a lot. But this sort of scenery, isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look at it. It's absolutely superb. You're in St. Intentions and Groupie, so you need to... Mike, you need to set a button to push to talk, right? So we can jump on and say, well, how are we getting on, lads? And then the lads should be able to join back. That is, if they can hear me.
Yeah, all good, Murph.
So it works. Viper Strike says, this is one of the reasons that Spain...
We're about 15 miles out from the first stop.
Not too bad, not too bad. Do you have to pay for St. Intentions? So, if you want the ATC full coverage, traffic injection, and all the bells and whistles, yes, that is a paid subscription. In my opinion, absolutely worth it if you want to kind of, you know, take your ATC game to the next level, right? But for the likes of Groupie, you can still experience Groupie for free. Is push to talk set in Say Intentions or Microsoft Flight Sim? It's set in Say Intentions Olympics. So if I bring up the app and we go to is it this one? No, it's here. No, it's not, it's here. If we go to controls, map a new control, so it'll say, is it a button or a switch? So you press it or you flip it up or down. Then it'll say, well, what does it do? Well, that's your comm radio push to talk, or maybe it's your group flight only push to talk, right? So you can, and you can even set these up for like checklists and stuff. So you'll see what mine does. So you have a couple of options, right? And then you hit it and it's done. I tried reinstalling the aircraft. I get the same thing. Wondering if it's something in my community folder. Wasn't pops up if I use the other option instead of the GTN 750.
Good news, everybody. Homewrecker just joined the group.
Good man, Homewrecker. I got a grayed out engine section area. I'm not sure. It depends. Like, you could be missing one of the avionics. With this aircraft, for instance, if we look at the... do you see the KLN 90? That's a different... That's not part of the aircraft. That's a third-party mod of a KLN 90. So you need to make sure you download that first. Same with the GTNs. Either PMS or the GTN. Now, if you're getting a grayed out engine area, I don't know why you're getting that. Cabin temperature is 24 degrees, engine exhaust, the heat exchanger, ram air, which is their outside air, and that's where you can see everything getting cooled down, look. Ear discomfort, so it measures that based on how fast you're climbing or descending, and then we have oxygen on this aircraft as well. Do we have it on the normal one? I imagine we do have an oxygen regulator here somewhere. I mean, I imagine we have. I could be wrong. That's a cup holder in real life. Oxygen tank. We vents in the back. Do we have an oxygen tank back here? There's our chocks, right? Baggage light. Oh, that's awesome, look. You have a circuit breaker for the rear lights in the back. Now, if I was an oxygen tank, where would I live? Is she fitted in the aircraft itself, I wonder? That's an ashtray. That's mad, isn't it? I don't see an oxygen tank under the seat. So it would appear this one doesn't have oxygen on board. I could be wrong, though. But I don't see it. Right, visually, we're looking grand. We're approaching our first stop. We're not too far from it. Murcia is very close to us. We're only a couple of miles from there. 4.5 miles on a heading of 176. We're going to pass that, and then we're going to go straight into our first landing for tonight. Overhead. We've lights, and we have our vents, door latch, and then rear light. Yeah, I don't think we've oxygen in this machine. It's a beautiful plane, this, lads, isn't it? Isn't it gorgeous? On the turbo, it's above your head. Yeah, we don't have it on this one. We're good. We're good. Operating limitations. We've lights. We've the doors. That appears to be a light. Yeah, so I don't think we have it on this one. Don't forget, lads, if you're watching on the tube of view, if you do us a solid, if you hit the... Why doesn't that button work? If you press the little thumbs up button, it helps. These things help the channel, they help the stream. So do be sure to hit the like button. If you like it, of course. If you don't, you can shag off. Yes, now. Goblin Zeus, yeah, you must be in the turbo. I don't either, it's not normal. The installation has 2 errors. The pop-up where I've seen people click on ignore. Gamer guys, so you should have the option when you install this. You install it into like a default, or you install it into a custom location. Download it into the custom location, for example your downloads folder or your desktop, then cut and paste it into your community folder. That'll solve it. Windows has this weird number of character limits things, so I think that's how that works. I think. Right, we're going to be approaching our first stop of the night. Captain Flight Sim 2024 is at it, I think. So we'll give them a shout and let them know. Alhama traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, inbound from the northeast. We'll be planning a full stop landing, runway 26, Alhama. Right, we're going to autopilot off, master switch. Where's our autopilot disconnect? We have it here. Autopilot off. We're going to ease out our power. And be careful doing this because we don't want to shock the engine. And we're going to go roll left here a little bit. Can't let the plane have all the fun. Man, this hand flies so well. It's so smooth. This is beautiful. Thank you, Kieran. Flying Trist is here. Good to see you, bud. Cheers, Patrick. Alright, so watch your speed here. We're going to ease off some of that power. So that's our manifold pressure coming back. And once we get to kind of within comfortable range, we can increase our propeller RPM, and that's going to help us with slowing the aircraft down. So we're currently at 2500. We're going to increase our prop and have a look at our airspeed. Just by increasing the prop, it helps slows us down a bit, right? That's a gear warning horn. Okay, so we're looking visually. I think that's a runway over there. Looks like it. So that's where we're heading for. So speed is 124 knots. We're probably just outside of our flap range. However, we can drop the gear. There would be our gear. Oh, look at the gear coming down. Look at that. And there's physics, man. So we've hydraulics holding them. I wonder if we had a hydraulic problem. We can kind of, you know, mess around with it.
On traffic, Piper 3 Echo Foxtrot, short final, runway 26, coming in hot.
Alright, coming into flap range, we're going to go for a notch of flaps. Also readjust our mixture. Mixture rich. Nose up. Watch our speed. And let's see what happens. Alright, we're somewhat stable. We're a little bit fast.
November 789 Tango Bravo. Landing runway 28.
Love hearing your voices on ATC, lads. Keep it up. I mean, it's a great way to learn. Alhama, November 235 Romeo Mike, short final, runway 26, full stop, Alhama. It's just great because, I mean, this is where this is where you learn. And it's only us.
Alhama traffic, we're in flight 82, 3 mile final, runway 26, Alhama.
Love it. And at some stage in our lives, say intentions will be able to vector humans at some stage in our lives. And that's going to be terribly exciting. Alright, so ease off the speed. We're a little high. Little high. Easy does it. Alright, ease out the power. And we'll hold the nose. Hold the threshold. Watch the speed coming down. Power to idle. There's stutters. We love stutters.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Easy. And we're down. Alright, we're down. Stu, you absolute devil, you. What's going on with me Flow Pro, lads? That should have worked. The landing rate gadget didn't work. Why didn't that work? Interesting. Right, exit off. What's pretty cool about this machine, the landing gear, they're a forward. There's a particular name for the landing gear on this gadget. You'll find them on the likes of the 146 and also an F-18. See the design? It bends forward and then trails back. Right, Muse had a CTD. I don't believe you. Jesus. Muse, you poor old devil. Easy now. Right, so we're going to tax trailing link. That's the one. Angry Bee, had you a CTD as well? So it's a fighter jet. Well, it's not really a fighter jet. Reset our barrow, reset our direction indicator. Fuel is doing okay. We're just going to taxi now the length of the runway and we continue on. Performance is heavy tonight? Yeah, it is a little bit. It's a little bit on the heavy side. Don't forget, lads, if you're struggling badly with performance, go into your options and set traffic, whatever setting it's on, bring it down one. Bring it down one. And what I found as well sometimes, and like if you're using say intentions with multiplayer, if it's acting up, just restart say intentions. If it acts up, shouldn't act up, but if it does, just restart the client. So while it's connected, we'll go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we should be good. Yeah, a couple of starters. There's weirdness going on. I think my settings have been reset, you know, because I turned off planes aircraft having the ability to fly into me. So hang on, we'll do a quick check. So we'll go in for a stop. Park and brake on, and let's just double check. Settings. General. Let's get in here and go messing around. So, that's all grand. That's all grand. So see this aircraft traffic quantity and variety. I bring variety down 1. Variety down 1. It seems to help, especially in our multiplayer flights. So the traffic quantity...
Just a heads up. The Impossible Face just joined the group.
Is that very loud? And then traffic variety, just bring it down a notch. If you go into online, so where is this now? Show multiplayer aircraft in close proximity. It should be off, right? Air traffic and career, everything else should be fine. You're holding a 60 FPS. No, I'm getting fairly good performance. You know, it's probably just down to the sheer amount of folks we have flying. But whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But if you find yourself having, like, if you turn it down even less, it'll show less, right? So if you're having an issue, like, my performance here isn't too bad, but we are getting stutters. So it's like 160 FPS. If I go into my settings and just lower it down 1, right? We'll lower it down 1. Graphics, global rendering, down here. Air traffic quantity, we're going to bring it down to medium. Let's just see what that does. Because it's all about testing the different impact on aircraft. You know what I mean? Might take a few moments to kick in. Look out, Grazer. So they're the main settings you want to mess around with. You know? Well, bro, good to see you, buddy. Dude, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, that's lost the stutter, so we'll have a look again. I redacted, welcome in. Thank you very much indeed for the sub. Cheers, buddy. Again, if we're not happy with those settings, try them again. Graphics, rendering. Now, aircraft traffic variety. It's on medium. Low is going to be 5 groups for 4. So it's going to 1 model variant for traffic and 5 for groups, or 4 for multiplayer. That means we're pretty much all going to be in the same aircraft, which is probably not ideal if I turn that to low, right? Let's see what it does. This is going to force the sim, resume. This is going to force the sim just to load a handful of aircraft. But I just want to see for gas what the impact is, right? Now don't mind me for a second. So we give it a quick mess. Now, the other aircraft you see, this is say intentions traffic, right? But we're up to about 230 frames now, and Microsoft Flight Sim aircraft, they'll start loading back in now in a minute. See them popping in? Doesn't seem to be doing much, to be fair. But it'll probably show less aircraft. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Winglink. Yeah, we'll get on. We'll turn on Winglink here now. Yeah, like it really struggles with. It's Microsoft servers, lads. Like if you look at the likes of Say Intentions, there's no impact using Say Intentions. The impact we have is using friggin' Microsoft servers. There will be a day where we'll just use Say Intentions, because we're what now 6 years waiting for this stuff. You know what I mean? Medium or low. Put him back onto medium. We had this on high, wasn't it? Airport traffic. Sorry, aircraft traffic quantity, grand. Medium seems to be good there. Apply, save, we'll go back, right? Servers were down a few days ago. Yeah. All the third-party aircraft will grind it. 316 feet a minute, not too bad. If they're on the screen at the same time, yeah. Now, sorry, Winglink, I forgot all about Wing.
Runway 26.
Winglink lives in multiplayer. I also forgot to turn on LRM because I'm a muppet. There we go. That's on. Winglink. Create a group. Create a group. Load the flight plan. Now, I wonder, will this work? Alright, loaded 5. Continue. Start the flight. Turn on the overlay. And here we go. So there's Winglink up and running now as well, lads. Alright. The range of this is the engine configuration. What is the range of this machine, actually? That's a good question. Traffic, November 235 runway Mike. We are lining up and taking off runway 26. Traffic. Does Groupie have an option to show tags? No. And EXO, it's not a say intentions issue. It's a limitation with the sim. We have asked though. You know, Captain Kenobi is here. Good to see you, bud. Great flying with the group. 2020 has no server problems. Alright, mixture's rich.
Correction, runway 26.
Good man yourself. Right, let's go flying. Are we ready? 706 nautical miles. Command super tie.
Traffic, what has 2 thumbs and start taxiing in the wrong direction is Caravan Vehicle Foxtrot taxiing on 26.
This guy. Alright, take a power set. We can use the threshold for takeoff before the extended.
Traffic, runway 82, taking off runway 8. Correction, runway 26.
Yep, daisy. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Beautiful sounds. Oh jeez, that was beautiful. Alright, easy up stutters. Easy up stutters. Alright. Flaps in. Yeah, Say Intentions works across 2020 and X-Plane. You know. Alright, we're climbing nicely. Oopsie daisy. Let's go back to autopilot. We'll go nav mode. And we also want to set our vertical speed. Five clicks. 3,000 is what we're aiming for. 5 clicks will equate to 500 feet per minute. Right? Now we're on nav. And the aircraft's going to follow it. Now what's interesting here, the storm scope is showing me dots, but I'm unsure what it's showing me. That was interesting, wasn't it? I don't know, was it showing me aircraft or what? Kieran, we did. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind, sir. Very, very kind. Absolute legend there. Captain Kenobi, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? It could be spots from magnetic interference. Maybe. It's for lightning detection, but like there's no lightning around. It's hardly like power lines, is it? Sometime button generate electricity, the radar think they're thunder. Right, okay. Right, so we're climbing kind of slow. We can go a bit higher here. Look at our speed. Vertical speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should give us about 1,000 now. Oh, the stutters are real.
Well, on vehicle bookstore, departing 6.
Seems to be sorting itself out.
Oh, hammer.
The storm scope shows the normal interface from low voltage instruments in the plane. Ah, right, okay, okay. What happens to the storm scope if you change the weather to thunderstorms? It'll light up, you'll see little X's appear in it. Halloween, good to see you. Does this plane autopilot? It can change pitch automatically during approach. If it's an ILS configuration, yes. Yeah, it can fly a full approach, it can. Saw there were wildfires down near Tip before you went on holidays. Yeah. Down further. No, not near me, but yeah, not too far. They have them under control though. Merrick, I hope you're well, buddy. Happy Friday, man. Anyone else update the Kodiak? And now the rudder sticks are 40 degrees to the left. Ooh. Shouldn't. There should be a button for that. Do you know what I'm mad to find out? The hydraulics. I'm mad to figure out the hydraulics in this aircraft. Now, I imagine they're being ran from the engine, right? Because I don't see a separate hydraulic button. We do have a gear motor. And what makes me think, if we disengage the motor and we used the emergency landing gear, does that mean then if we turn abruptly, will the wheels kind of do their thing? Do you know what I mean? Will they kind of bobble to and fro? I think that could be pretty cool, lads, couldn't it? I mean, I think that could be deadly. Could be deadly. So we're now heading over to the castle over at Lorca, right? And this is interesting. So, the castle of Lorca in Spain, it's a fortress of medieval origin constructed between the 9th and 15th centuries. It consists of a series of defensive structures that during the Middle Ages made the town and the fortress an impregnable point in the southern part of the Iberian Peninsula. Lorca Castle was a key strategic point of contention between the Christians and Muslims during the Reconquista, and it's listed as a site of cultural interest. Archaeological excavations have revealed that the site of the castle has been inhabited since Neolithic times. Newsfan was around then, and there were archaeological excavations conducted between 1999 and 2011. Now, so in the real world, that's what it looks like. And you drive under that, lads. There's a tunnel under that, but you'll see that from the road as you drive above. So it's just there. And that's what it looks like at night time. See up on the hill here? Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, Andy, it's all in memory, lad. Oh, yeah. There's the lads having the crack. But yeah, very, very beautiful. So we're going to fly over this now in a moment. So, bit of, let's calm the engines down. They're screaming at me. Manifold pressure back, prop RPM back, and now we'll kind of just take our time heading in, right? So it's over here. Now it's not marked in the sim as a POI. It'd be great if it was, because Spain is full of these kind of like the history, like, you know, but like it's full of castles, defensive points, all this kind of jazz. Now, do you know what's pretty cool? So in the sim, we're using live weather as of a couple of hours ago. The sim doesn't necessarily do wildfire, but it does read the weather conditions in terms of visibility. So you can actually get an idea. You can actually get an idea where the likes of whatchamacallit fires are. It's absolutely mad. You're on 1080, Murph. Shouldn't be. We should be on 2K. You're noticing the haze, right? We should be on 2K on Twitch. Vertical is the other. Yeah, you're saying the 2K option. Yeah, we should be 2K on Twitch. We've horsed the bejesus out of it, lads. So we should be fairly belting it on there now, you know. Should be. Idle cutoff can confirm. Nice, right. So Lorca, here's Lorca, right? And we're looking for the castle. There it is. So the sim doesn't really do a good job of it, right? But you'll see with the road, like it's a tunnel that goes under it. You know, I'm after beers when I miss the trees and find a cornfield. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, hopefully the it's clear. Like, I don't know what the stream quality, lads. Are you happy enough with it? I do my best to make sure you're getting the best visual experience. So hopefully it's all grand and it's fluid and it's clear, you know, based on the limitations of the hardware. You know what I mean? Right, here we are now, look. It doesn't really look like much from the air, but that's what it is. And the motorway goes through it. And you just kind of drive along. So there's the motorway over this side. See it there? And then it goes under and comes back out the far side. So see what like the bridge is? See here? They're tunnels. And it's under all of this. And to see that, when you're driving past and you're looking up, it is incredible. It's incredible. It looks good and clear, but an unusual red hue with a big mallet. Well, then it's grand, the Olympics. Yeah. Brilliant. But yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous now. As we fly over it, looking down, there's where the castle is. And they built one of these brand new hotels, or one of these like period hotels. The hotel is built in the same shape, right? So you see where the tunnel is there? Look, it just goes through and then out the far side. Just there, look. So you can actually see cars driving in, look. There's the tunnel entrance there. Isn't that mad looking? So it's beautiful. So this is Lorca. Now we're going to be making a slight left turn here, hopefully, or maybe we have. Jesus, then this is going to get interesting now with the big mountains. But like, as Spain is just like this, there's just jaw-dropping scenery all over the place. Down the southeast of Spain, Spain is known for like the beautiful sandy beaches and, you know what I mean? But like the mountains. And this is so accurate. I drove this road yesterday. What do you reckon? Oh, Jesus, then. I reckon we'll make it. Now, see the way the plane is getting pushed up a bit? That's wind doing that. Oh, dear. We're committed. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, we're all right. Right? Did anyone not make it? Medic! Medic! That was close. But look at the detail we have in 24. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? And as you look out here, I mean, look at the mountains, lads. And the roads are very good. You know, if you're thinking of somewhere for a road trip, it's incredible. It's incredible. Don't know why it's not showing for Tarnish. Yeah, just maybe give it a refresh, Tarnish. And just make sure you're not watching the vertical stream, because I don't think the vertical stream goes that high. Yeah, Winkle Gassler. So the DEM that they have for Spain is quite good, the mesh. You have a villa up in Zallow Valley. Oh, no way. Told in the hole, good to see you, bud. We're at 3,000 feet, which is particularly dodgy for here. Particularly dodgy. Because these are about 3,500 feet. But sure, listen. So we're going to be crossing over from Murcia into Andalucía. These are the different regions, right? This also looks terribly dodgy where we're going. Yeah, this one is higher. There's a good chance the wing might just... Oh, that's close. That's very close. It's all part of the excitement. But look at this terrain here now, lads. Vineyards and all the jazz. Olives, of course, to the Roman Empire. Olives were the main thing. It's one of Spain's biggest exports back in the day were olives. You know, yeah, playing chicken with mountains, great fun. But as I say, like, you know, they mined it, marble. What else? Marble quarries and all the jazz, but olives were the thing, you know. But look, I mean, isn't the terrain absolutely gorgeous here, isn't it? And as I say, like, we drove all around here, and where we're heading now down to Saliente, which is beautiful, right? So Saliente, what's it? Saliente Church. Saliente. Saliente, Spain. Here we go. So Santuario de Saliente, a famous 18th century mountaintop monastery and pilgrimage centre located in Albox, Almería, which is in Andalucía. Famous for housing the Virgen de Saliente. Hang on now. We'll bring up
Hello there.
the source. So this is the church, or the cathedral. It's a church, right? Now, it's beautiful. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. You see some of the pictures here. We're going to be flying over this. Captain Nader, welcome in. Don Waldy, good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much. Now, I'm sure we've other pictures here of this. And also, we're going to lose this battle quickly. So we need to climb like an absolute mad lad. Let's bring our altitude up to 4,000 feet. 4,000, and let's climb vertical speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll give us 1,000 feet a minute.
Well, considering that I've just flown over someone in the caravan with the GTN 750 and nothing's happened, I have no idea.
As in traffic alert.
I was meant to be on this squad.
Ah. Yeah. Just mad, isn't it? Just mad. So where's the sort of thing? That was the flashbang. It was a bit bright. Sorry, lads. Here's some pictures of it here. I have pictures in my phone. But the views, lads. The views from up here are gorgeous. That's a view looking down from the church over the countryside. And tis gorgeous now, right? Tis absolutely gorgeous up here. And it's unbelievable because you have... Do you know what you get? The air that blows around these mountains, it's warm air. It's like your oven door is open air, right? Beautiful. And that's the chapel up on top of the hill. And they do a pilgrimage there. It's a walk through the night, right? And it's well worth it. They got a lovely restaurant up there, lovely cafe, food and all the stuff. And it's you know, they do their mass there, I'm sure, on a Sunday. But apart from that, it's just a nice place to visit. Saliente. If you ever get the chance to go up to it, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And like, even in the restaurant, like, the value is unbelievable. You know, you get like a burger and chips, you get like, do fancy stuff now, if you know, if you want fancy stuff. It's all reasonable. So we've got some wind farms out here to our left. And again, this is all kind of, it's a mix between wine and olives. That's you know, and
Homewrecker
figs.
has just joined the group, everyone.
That was loud. But yeah, Jason, look out for the antennas here as well. That's particularly close. Did a stutterage. Nothing like it. Do you think you'd be... didn't think I was into the fancy stuff. Yeah. Every once in a while, Patrick, you know. Hello, can I get the fancy menu, please? You know. But, like on a hot day, do you know? Hooly doolies, yeah. On a hot day, you're up there. It's gorgeous now. It really is. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's where we're heading to now. So we've kind of crossed from the region of Murcia into Andalucía. And it's this part of Spain, I think, is just beautiful. Yeah, usually the kids' menu. Come on, Patrick. Take the food off the kids, give them a lanyard and say thanks. Right. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we're going to fly down. Again, we got some higher mountains here, but we'll keep an eye on it. Speed is good. Altitude is at 4,000. Reset our barrow. Should be okay. Oh, this is a beautiful airplane, isn't it? Speed isn't too bad. Like 133 maybe. We'll probably push 140, right? A happy meal, yeah. A happy meal. Like, one thing that the kind of default scenery in Spain is missing is Spanish buildings. Now, they're kind of gone for the Mediterranean look with some of the autogen, right? But I really wish we had more authentic autogen scenery. Because it does make a difference. It really does make a difference. You get a lot of white buildings, but mostly they're orange buildings you get out here. You know? Hey, Foxfly, good to see you, bud. He absolutely did. This is a gorgeous airplane. This is our first flight with it tonight. Basic GPS flying. Engine management is quite good. Fuel flow, not great. I haven't touched the mixture because I'm a muppet. So we'll gently do that. Now, look at the... Like, this is where this place turns absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, I'm running reshade. That's reshade off. And that's reshade on. It just gives it that little bit of oomph. But look at this, lads. Isn't this absolutely friggin' gorgeous looking? It's superb. Absolutely superb. You need reshade. Right, so the cathedral is right there, lads. I think. Is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Right there. Now, again, there's no POI here. You know what I mean? But you can see where the tiles are. See the tiles? Now, there is a bit of a road if you were mad enough. Autopilot off. We're mad enough. I reckon we could land it there. What do you reckon? I think we'll land. It's worth a try. I think we'll give it a blast. You know, I think we might attempt it. You know, it isn't a stall plane. Listen. I reckon we can do it. Did I mention it's Friday?
Hello there.
Oh, be Janie. Oh dear. Oh Jesus. Oh, right, brake. No, it's the mountain. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Well, oh no. No. It all failed. It all went P-tong. Ah, Jesus.
Yeah, nice try there, Murph.
Wait now. Shh. You saw nothing. It's totally fine. Don't be worried about it. It's grand. Look. Yes. Oh Jesus. Oh yes. Right now. First time. Yes. We'll edit that bit out. Is it even possible? I don't think so. Nice landing. Yeah. I was very impressed. I was trying to press 4 buttons. Yeah, right. And then the stutters hit. Can yous actually do it, lads? Not really, lads. Brilliant. Keep trying.
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. You mad? No, everything's grand. There's nothing here to worry about at all. True, it Zeus. It was looking so good until it wasn't. No, abort! Speedy Pro! Yes! No! Ah, dear. How do you... I'm after breaking my camera again. How do you reset the focus mode? It's like I have cataracts. It's like, wait, what? Oh, shot like a man. Oh, dear. Next.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Fierce Wolf found the small road. Poor old Druid Zeus, though. Didn't he get a terrible time of it? Come on, Rogers. It looks good. On the brakes. Medic needed for Speedy Pro. Rogers RC. Jesus, Speedy got a terrible knockout. Rogers RC, ladies and gentlemen. He absolutely did Canada A. He nailed it. Cyrus T and Rescue Chopper won. Wait, what? There's a plane frozen in motion. Kanzui's also... Druid Zeus makes it in this time. Yes. Sideways. Yes. Rogers RC, I am impressed. So hot right now. Oh no! Oh, don't crash him. Victory! Victory! Can Freebro make it? I say Freebro, is it Fibro Tushi? Oh Jesus, Heisenberg, where are you going? Abort! Abort! was a bounce. Oh, medic. Speedy. Oh, Jesus, Speedy. Medic. Oh, cartel. Oh, that was terrible. Look at the limbics go. I mean, the man has skills. Absolute skills. Wait now. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, yeah. A Gotai. He's gonna try and do the thing. So is Zard, look. Oh, Zard. There's Pad. Zard. Medic. Come on, Pad. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Gotai nailed it. Look at this mad agent coming in. Heisenberg. No, he's flying over. He's like, no, we're not doing that. Kanzui just levitating. He's frozen in motion, so he is. Grazer, I mean, you know. Fierce Wolf. Ooh. Bugan. Hold. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. JB Alberta and the Limbics coming around again. Looking good, Limbics. Sort of nearly. No, he's got off the edge. He's lost it. Oh. Speedy Pro. Can't say he's recording the highlight reel. Oh no! Heisenberg! Where did who go? Brilliant. Speedy Pro. We shall remember him at Saliente for, you know, for he tried and then suddenly he, you know, ended up in a terrible mess. Here's Elric. But who be this? We don't know. He disappeared. But look at the view, look. Like, isn't this a view? Like, that is the actual view. And not something else.
I've just read the ATIS for Almería, and it says emergency vehicles positions holding for routine checks. Should I call ahead?
I've been having planes with no name tags above it in the sim the last couple of days. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Oh, who's that poor devil? Medic! Isn't that some view? Absolutely gorgeous. Right! We need to get out of here now. How's this going to work? Is there anything broken on this plane? Why is that so slow? How do we speed that up, lads? That's better. Right. Is there any damage? The battery's nearly shot. Why was the battery so bad?
Almería traffic, Caravan 3 Echo Foxtrot. Inbound for
Who was that?
landing on runway 25. We'll be doing the ILS Zulu T5 approach. Just We'll be crossing the Almeria
Right, plane, let's have you.
in about 6 miles.
The
Traffic.
stutters don't help. The stutters don't help. Airspeed alive. Coming up on 60. Oh, Jemima. Right, hold the plane. Hold. Gear in. Oh, we made it. We absolutely made it. Flaps in. My camera's shagged. Oh dear. I can see nothing. Easy now. Little bit of trim. You're gonna need some popcorn and Maltesers. Nice. Bat, you take care. We're alive. My camera is completely shagged. Chase plane, we may turn you off, pal, because you're giving us grief. It's in a state of being drunk. I don't know how we fix this. Grazer, thank you very much indeed for the gifted tier 1 sub. I wonder how do we reset chase plane? John Morecamp is here. Good to see you, John. Welcome in, buddy. I'm trying to just reset this. No, it has like a master switch. You can turn it off. But note, all your default binds are probably missing now. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not going to work. There's a button I need to find that like resets the something. Sim Captain Mikey is here. Good to see you, bud. Right, we'll do a bit of a right turn. We're heading down towards kind of Herculovera, Arbeláez, Albox, that kind of neck of the woods. Toggle cinematics. There's a button I'm looking for that like resets the like the bokeh, right? Yeah. We're going the wrong way. Drop this down a little bit. That fixes that. Zoom, that's okay. Speed boost and then rotation. Yeah, that's about right. But my problem now is the that bokeh. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe there's a way to do it. Interesting. Anyway. Interesting money. Interesting money, interesting music. All right, we're heading towards Herculovera. Man, look at the view. Look at the view. Now I need to fix this camera. Now you're talking. Lads, look at that for a view. Isn't that amazing, isn't it? Gorgeous. All right, straighten up. And let's horse in the autopilot. We're currently at 5,000 feet. Dial in 5,000 feet. And we want to go heading. Altitude. Now we're looking good. Fadoodle, 12 months, sir. Thank you very, very much. Medic is here. Good to see you, buddy. Yes, we're going to fly the A220 next week, bud. Probably Tuesday, I'd say. Maybe Thursday as well. We'll see how we get on with it. I got to learn it. Man, what a view. I mean, look at the terrain. Like, isn't it unbelievable? I don't know how to reset that. Tuesday is when the new patch comes out. Nice. Man, this is a beautiful plane. Look at the wings on it. DKD, have a good weekend, buddy. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, how is our groupie flight going? Look at this, man. Look at all the traffic we have. So we already got a few already down at Almería. A few of us are kind of joyriding above Arbeláez as we head down the road. And man, you may know, yeah, I mean, I gotta learn the aircraft, so yeah, when I like this aircraft as well, we're gonna spend some time with this because I want to learn the systems, figure out the good, the challenging, and it's going to be the same with the A220. And I still have like all of the catalog of indie builds to go back through to do this kind of a deeper dive series, just to learn it a little bit more, you know. Yeah, Heisenberg, isn't it incredible?
Runway 25 will depart established on the localizer. Traffic.
Alright, so we're over Arbeláez. That's a small kind of town. There it is. And the Rambla, which used to be a river, you can kind of see where the bridges are here. That's all dried up, of course. I think they diverted that. Like, I don't know when, back in the 70s or 80s, that was all rivers. It's completely dried up now. Jan Morecamp, we're doing good, bud. I mean, it's much the same. But we're having lots of fun. Great to see you back, though, bud. How are you keeping? You're waiting until Tuesday to fly the A220 again, too. Performance is too bad. You see, I haven't flown it yet. I've installed it. But I haven't had a chance to sink my teeth into it, you know? Yeah, medic, right? So this place is called El Chapo. A bit of a right turn here. Stupid camera view is all reset. Oh, that view, lads. It's like, that's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, looking forward to flying the A220 for sure. Like, I mean, it's I got to try it at Expo and I was just so impressed by it. And it's been streamed to the bejesus over the last week or so. And I've caught little bits here and there, but like not much. Mr. TBHI, it's like I'd one job to do, try not to break anything, and I broke the cameras. I'll do well in life, you know. Lads, look at that terrain. Isn't it beautiful, isn't it? The detail is superb. Gorgeous. So we're heading down now to Almería, our final stop of the night. While we're here, quick reminder for your exclamation point check-in space and then your location. 52 pilots across 51 cities in 15 countries tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely insane. Ireland, all over the UK. We got some Europe. We have Spain. Further down towards the UAE, I suppose. India. We got New Zealand, North and Southland. Then across North America, we got the United States, of course. We have Canada as well. Someone in Iceland. Alaska. Man, that's absolutely cool, isn't it? And Cork, of course, yes. Exclamation point, check in, all one word, space, and then your location. Had a lot of work and some health problems. Don't think a stream, but it prevented me from interacting. No worries at all, Jan. It's great to see you, buddy. It really is. Cork, yes. The update coming on Tuesday makes it better than I believe. So I've 1.03 available to me. I haven't tried the other versions yet, so yeah, I need to figure out what they all do.
Almería traffic,
Do you know?
Caravan 3 Echo Foxtrot, fully established on the localizer for runway 25, Almería.
There's Cyrus ahead of us. That one's decent. If I get time on Sunday, I might bring you for a blast as well. I'll see. Oh, I'm after scratching me back and me sunburn. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Elric, that's the one. I don't know how to reset it using Chase Plane, though. News fan, it's quite possible, yes. Oh, man, look at the detail. Stolen Eagle, good to see it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that absolutely stunning? I was only there like the last couple of days, man. That's what you look like. It's exactly like that. It is superb. It's a mix between kind of desert and just mountains. The blisters. The blisters. Alright, back on the GPS. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Really, really nice. I won't say I'm fine. Fire 10, take care, buddy. The Heisenberg, does that only work without hydraulics?
Final for runway 25, Almería.
We'll try it when we get down here. So you're saying lower the gear. What's our speed? We should be okay to lower the gear. Alright, 3 green.
Not the plane, it's the pilot.
So we want to see autopilot off. Hang on. I reckon if we turn off the motor. Jeff J. Jefferson, good to see you, buddy. No, I reckon what we need to do here, we'll turn on the motor, we're going to bring in the gear. That nose gear takes a while to go up, doesn't it? Hey, Quart, good to see you, bud. So now if we turn off the motor, I'm going to extend manually. Oh wait, hang on, we got to pump this. Pull out and push down. That's interesting. Listen, put on your blue suede shoes and dance the night. That doesn't seem to work. There she goes. So I think it's something to do with the hydraulics though, right? So the emergency gear works because look, I've the motor turned off. So if we turn the motor back on and gear up. So we need to lose hydraulic pressure for this. I mean, one way of doing it is if the engine was off, right? It's interesting. Like, I don't see where we have a way to turn off hydraulic power. Unless, of course, it was a hydraulics failure. So we have hydraulics, we have pressure in the system. Hydraulic power pack. ESP, yeah. Like, okay. There's still power in there, like, so I don't know how we actually kill that. So maybe the engine runs the hydraulics? I mean, we'll try it. This is stupidly dangerous, but we'll try it. Yeah, that looks like it. See the pressure dropping? So we just want to kind of gear up, gear down, gear up, gear down. But we're still getting pressure there, so the hydraulics are working. In the video you saw you pop... Okay, so it's a breaker. Yeah, because we're not losing pressure. You know what I mean? Alright, we gotta go for an engine restart here. Alright. Gear up.
Traffic, Caravan 3, Echo Foxtrot, vacating Sierra 2, Almería.
So there's got to be a breaker here we pull, right? So I can see the motor. JPI, like that's all electrical. Lowered it manually halfway. Aha, so if we say motor off. And we got to use this guy. So we're going to say gear down and then use this guy manually.
Traffic. Unknown November 78 on Tango Bravo. Established RS runway.
Gravity fed hydraulics. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. We've never had that simulation in we've never had that simulation before. Well, they're stuck until I, turn back on the motor.
Almería traffic, caravan vehicle, Foxtrot. We have vacated runway 25 via Sierra 2. Going to be taxiing to the apron via Alpha. Almería.
What runway did you go for?
25.
Raj 25. Almería traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike. We are at Rockwell 114, about 15 miles to the northeast, inbound, full stop runway 25 Almería. Hoorah! That's pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. I completely shagged the avionics look. Now, did I break anything? Failures, nothing active. Engine 100%, electric. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good, friends. Oh, what a very pretty airplane though, isn't it? Like, isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Yes.
Almería traffic, Raven flight 82, left base, runway 25 Almería.
I mean, can we all agree this is a gorgeous airplane?
Almería traffic, Raven flight 82, 2 mile final, runway 25 Almería.
Muse fan says he's never owned a black square plane that I didn't love. Yeah, I like. This is so good for like what you would think is just, a basic general aviation airplane. It is so good. This is ridiculously good. It is superb. Almería traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike. We are 10 miles from the field, inbound for full stop runway 25 Almería. Easy now. Man, look at that sunset. Look at that view. Beautiful. Well, I can tell you this much. It's only been a week, but like, I miss this, man. You miss getting to fly with you lot.
On Tango Bar, about 4 miles from the runway.
It's absolutely incredible. This is what it's all about. For me, this is what Flight Sim is all about. You just go flying with a barrel load of your mates to all these mad places. We get to explore them together. This sort of a backdrop, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, it is just absolutely amazing. So as we ramble in for our full stop, this is Almería in Andalucía, and you're right down with the beach here as well. It's gorgeous. I was in a 112 when I was a wee lad with your father. As passengers, his friend told his father, "Why you don't get a PPL?" Cock up the landing, but no trees were harmed. It was great, Kieran. It was great, man. It's hot. It was like 41 degrees one of the days, but yeah, it was a nice break, man. Nice break. It was beautiful. Yeah, of course, Patrick. Yeah, giving Murph loads of abuse along the way, 100%. Now, righty then. Let's ease our way in. Kind of on the glide. Sorta. Man, this is gorgeous, look. I didn't have any Guinness. There was pints of San Miguel and there was local beers. It's Estrella, but it's yeah, Estrella. That was another one I had out there. And then there was this other one. There's loads of local Spanish beers. These are gorgeous. Oh, picking up some chop. Easy now. Come on, Sim, you can do it. Easy now. Easy. That's a bit better. And Almería, November 235 Romeo Mike, 5 mile final, runway 25, full stop, Almería. Ramble in. You always somehow seem to give us new material to use. Yeah, it's like the gift that never stops giving. It's, you know. Muse fan says, been in Spain 8 or 9 times, the Guinness is always shockingly bad. Yeah, like, there was no Guinness, like, there is Guinness. There was Guinness in the pub near us, but I didn't, like, you know. I didn't, do you know what I was drinking? I had some Corona as well. Corona is lovely. With a lime. Oh, Jesus. It was absolutely gorgeous. Typical Irish thing to do while on holidays. Jump off the plane straight into the Irish bar. Yeah, right. It's a thing. We're very good at it. Flaps too. Yeah, I'm really digging this plane, I gotta say. I like it. It's tactical enough, but easy enough, if that makes sense. Founded in 955, the city grew wealthy during the Islamic era, becoming a world city throughout the 11th and 12th centuries. Ooh. Medieval fortress. Yeah, there's a huge fortress down here, yeah. Best San Miguel I've ever had was in the Philippines. No way. San Miguel is nice. Any beer is nice when you're in a hot country. Once it's cold and it's wet, you're going to drink it. You know? Alright, we'll go full flaps for this one. Watch our power. Mixture fully rich, prop full, gears down, 3 greens. And we'll just kind of sail this one in. Papa Justify, welcome in. Cheers, buddy. Maria, November 235 Romeo Mike, short final 25, full stop. Visualized, that was a rookie, on me hand, that was a rookie mistake. Ian Fisher, welcome in. Good to see you, Ian. Hope you had a great stream. Welcome in, lads. Just about to do our full stop landing here. I always knew it as Almería, not Almeria. Almería. Alright, we're on the centre line. Runway 25. Power's looking good. 80 knots. A little bit of wind. And let's see how we go. Watch your speed. Bring the power back. Idle. Oh, that's a bit of a float. Hold the nose. Hold the nose. That's good. 44 minutes. Or 44 minutes. 44 feet per minute. We'll take that to the bank. Alright. On the centre line. Flaps it. We get a lot of vibrations in this aircraft as well. Do you notice that? Which is very realistic. Right. Kanzui, you take care, my dude. Do you know what I want to test? Will she backfire? Right, so hang on. Bring it up to about 2,000 revs. You hear that?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
That's really good. Paparazzi's here, 60 months, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you're well. So you can backfire it, listen. Will it show it? Probably not. Nah. That's really good, isn't it? Yeah, that's really, really good. She can backfire. That's a new feature for this airplane as well. I think it did it on the analog ones. I could be wrong. Park and brake, make sure. That's beautiful, isn't it? Now, can we also move the... we can. We should... Wrong button. We should be able to move the prop on this, shouldn't we? Because there's black square. Yes. Now, hang on. We should do... Oh, look at the exhaust move. Now, I wonder... If we were to turn the mags on and the fuel, and if we try to press this again, open the throttle, will this give you... Will it give us a runaway prop? Hang on. Is there any risk of, like, starting this? You know what I mean? I wonder, can you? Mags are on. Right? Battery's on. Fuel pump. We've opened the throttle. This should, in theory, this would. In real life, there's a good chance you'd actually start the shagging thing. Yeah, you wouldn't do this in real life at all, you know. Like, if you wanted to be very technically technical, that would have started. That like 100% that would have engaged it. 100%. You know. What's this all about? Right. Nothing wrong with that picture at all, at all. These are all absolutely nuts. Nuts, I say. Right, lads, we're back to you on Monday, possibly or maybe Sunday. We'll see how we go. We'll also be over on Discord as well. So, yeah, a massive thanks to everyone for tuning in for tonight, keeping us company, minding us, and as we do our stuff. And yeah, it's great to be back. It is so great to be back. So I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. And yeah, we're going to catch you definitely on Monday, maybe Sunday. And yeah. Have an awesome weekend. So much fun flying with you, as it always is. What an incredible aircraft to go exploring. Jesus, he's in me plane. Get out of me plane. No, get out. You're not welcome. You can get out of me plane. And no. I mean, that's right. Danger, right? Get out of me second plane. Clear prop. Right? Oh, jeez. But anyway, yeah, we're back on Monday. Catch us over on Discord as well. And
that's a great flight, Murph. Thanks a lot, dude.
100%. Take care. And yeah, it's all great old crack. So we'll see you on Monday, maybe Sunday. But have an awesome weekend. Have fun. And thanks so much indeed for tuning in. Good luck to you. lads are over there, so we'll have to do a bit of a chicane here. Mother of Jesus! Gibbo!
What the hell? I'm somersaulting, lads. Here.
Did you just see what happened to Gibbo? Are you in the drink? You ended up in the...
Water. How is this possible?
Did you just see what...
What? There's like... I'm upside down in the water. I had a terrible accident.
That
and
was
I wasn't
that.
even moving.
That was like... Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Steiny, are you watching Twister or something? I mean, that was just... You didn't use your indicators. Electricity must be expensive in your truck, is it? Christ! Oh no, a terrible accident! Jesus! Did you...